All right, aloha and welcome back, shifters, light guardians, dreamers within this beautiful multidimensional dream. My name is Brendan, aka Mystic Spider-Man, Skull Babylon, welcoming you to one of our inspirational team tarot reading broadcasts. What? Thank you guys so much for joining in. If you guys are already in the YouTube chat, do me a favor, drop an 1111 in the chat just to be able to confirm you guys can hear me okay, that you guys are excited to be here tonight. It's been a while since we've done one of these team tarots, and how we have grown. How there's always going to be new people joining in, and so I know for a lot of people this will be the first time that they've gotten a chance to be able to tune in to be a part of our team tarot. Team tarot. Just wait, it's even more exciting than the sound effects. Anyways, team, thank you so much for joining in. I'm your host for this evening, Mystic Spider-Man, Skull Babylon. We're here to be able to pump you up, to build this beautiful team of shifters, people who are intentionally helping assist with the shifting consciousness. If you are a shifter, if you are a light guardian, then you are in the right spot. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. We're going to get right into our first reading. Tonight's a little bit different. I'm keeping myself to a schedule tonight. I can only go for so long. So we're going to see both how many readings we can do tonight as well as how many Patreon signups we can invite tonight. So for those of you on YouTube, thank you so much for being here. We're going to get right into our first reading. Usually we wait until there's 10 people. We already got like over a dozen people tuned in on YouTube. For those of you on TikTok or Instagram, follow the instructions, click the link in my profile to be able to join in on YouTube. And that's the primary place to interact with the team and also to take part in our mini game. So let me explain this for those of you who may be brand new. What we do with these readings, these are not psychic readings, these are not fortune tellings. This is a way for us to use the magic of the cards. Sorry, I can't not make the sound effects. It's just how excited I am. It's us using the powers of the cards to be able to work with the cards as mirrors for us to be able to receive messages relative to our collective intention as a team for show us what we need to see. So when we do these readings, it's really, really cool. It's really powerful because we're not just doing readings for a single one person. We're doing readings for the collective. We're doing readings for the team. We're doing readings for you. We're doing readings for whoever happens to be tuned in. And what we'll do, we'll pull a card. I'll give you sort of a breakdown, and then I kind of like channel additional information, and then we go from card to card to card. We're going to do a little mini game for our first person that's going to help facilitate our reading. We'll walk you through it. If you're just like, this sounds like a lot, we'll walk you through it. But there's going to be a little mini game. I'll tell you a little bit about that in a second. The winner of that mini game, they get to help facilitate. They get to help facilitate the first reading. Basically, what that means is we'll collectively do a group meditation, and then what we're gonna do, I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna walk the person through it, and then they're gonna say now, and then that's how we split the deck. That's how a person facilitates. So it's like their synchronistic intuition that kind of helps with pulling the card, which is really cool. We've been doing these readings, these broadcasts over a year. Like, we've been doing them for a while. We've been doing them for eons. So real quick, for those of you who are looking to get my shirt, that's through my shop link, and you can find the link in my info on YouTube as well as in the link on my profile, plus any of the other items like light guardian crystals that you'll see me playing with later in the broadcast. Pew 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 pew, and shift buttons. I'm just going to show off all my toys to you guys right now. They're not there for me to just be able to be like, oh, buy my stuff. These are like tools to be able to help assist you guys on your journey, but we'll talk more about those later. But yeah, if you want to gear up, that's why the items are there. So yeah, dress like a shifter, live like a shifter, be the light guardian, get your light guardian crystals. You guys do what you want. Anyways, focusing back on the reading, again, what we're going to do here, we're going to do a quick little mini game. I'll walk you guys through it. We'll get into our first reading. As we do readings from here, this is the way how we set up the container for us here as a team. We're also inviting people to be able to join on my Patreon. So you can see right down below, for those of you on YouTube, we're currently at 224, working towards our objective of 230 and also 260 by the end of the month, which is like, it's a high objective. This is, like I said, this is our first tarot reading broadcast. Usually sometimes we'll do like a bunch of these earlier in the month, but our focus has kind of been on other aspects. So now we got a bit of a sprint to be able to reach possibly 260 tonight. But if we can reach 230 tonight, that puts us within range. Like, I'm up for the impossible odds of reaching 260 Patreon supporters. So again, real quick, I'll just explain this, and then we're going to get right into our reading. So if you guys are here, stick around. If you guys are tuned in on TikTok or Instagram, click the link in my profile, join in. These are inspirational readings. You will hear something here that will be like, oh, I needed to hear that. And it'll give you insight. It'll give you clarity. We've been doing these enough where people are just like, yo, this is pretty cool. So for those of you who are new, go ahead and drop a 333 in the chat. And again, we're going to get into our first reading. And then from there, what we are going to do is we are going to continue to do additional readings as we invite people to sign up for the Patreon. When you sign up for the Patreon, as we're doing this broadcast, you will be the next person to help facilitate the next reading. And here's the exciting thing. When you join up for the Patreon, you get to choose from one of the 3 extra decks. The starting deck that we do by default, again, this is like our routine, we've been doing this for a while, is our Ananda Tarot deck. So this is like traditional tarot. It's still really cool. When you guys sign up for the Patreon, so if anybody's ready to sign up for the Patreon right now, I'll post a link into the chat. And again, there's more to joining on the Patreon. When you join on the Patreon, it's not only supporting me, it's also an invite for you to become a leading member in our community. I'll explain a bit about that in a second. When you also join on Patreon, which is again, monthly contribution, $11 a month lets you join as a leading member. I'll tell you about that in a second. You get to choose for the team the additional deck, be it either Sacred Spirit. You get to choose a reading for the team from one of these decks. Ananda Tarot, Sacred Spirit, Lightworker Oracle deck, or Hero's Journey deck. So these are all really, really cool decks. So again, like I said, we've been doing this for a while. It's a really cool system. And again, as you sign up for the Patreon, I'll just explain it real quick. Patreon is not only a way to be able to help support me. If you guys are fans of my work, if you guys like the cut of my jib, like I'm sure you're here for a reason. You guys probably saw one of my stupid videos where I was like doing some sort of weird spiritual humor or something, and now you're here. So if you guys enjoy my vibe, which is like a mix between playfulness and humor, but also like badass warrior archetype vibes and like building a team and hacking the Matrix and literally building a team of real world superheroes, that's exactly what Mystic Spider-Man would do. Like just fulfilling my destiny here and activating the other superheroes, which is exactly why we're here. We're here to activate each other as a team. So long story short, we're going to get right into our first reading. Check the Patreon in the link in the YouTube chat. It's also in the video. It's also through the link in my profile. Join at the $11 a month contribution, and when you do that, you can get involved as a leading member. We have built a team of conscious media creators. Within this, you get benefits to be able to join on air for a weekly team podcast, join our private community Discord server as a leading member where you get full access, and you also get to work with me as your conscious media creation coach, and you also get to join regular weekly collaborative conscious creator work periods to be able to help support you in developing your content, creating your community, building your own Patreon, and building your own regenerative income. So like 100%, guys, my Patreon, I love being able to still use it as a way to invite more people. It's successful. We're going to keep building it. And at the same time, a big part of my goal is literally straight up teaching members in our team how to build their own Patreons, how to build their own regenerative income, thus in turn helping accelerate the shift in consciousness. Hacking the Matrix with love is essentially what we're doing by becoming badass conscious entrepreneurs who are getting the building community and being able to focus full time on serving community and shifting consciousness. And that's exactly what we're doing. Go ahead and talk to some of the leading members in the YouTube chat. If you guys are already a leading member, go ahead and introduce yourself in the YouTube chat by dropping a 777 in the chat. And again, if you guys were just hyped up by that, stick around. This is not only just about the readings, this is a chance for you to just kind of like hang out with the vibe of the team. So with that said, let's get right into our first reading. I'll tell you guys a little bit more about the Patreon. If you're ready to sign up for the Patreon tonight, do me a favor and drop a 555 in the chat. If we can get, our objective tonight, let's get that first Patreon sign up before 9:45. So let's work towards 2:30 tonight. We've got a lot of new people tuned in tonight, right? Like those videos were going viral for stuff I did on TikTok. We got a lot more people joined in. We can hit 2:30 tonight. It's 100% possible. That would be a lot of readings for me, but I'm here for it. I'm here for it. What's up, fellow leading members? We've got Rising Starseed, we've got Starlight, Pisces, Angelos, we've got Butterfly Rasta Girl, and Amanda and Pinox, and probably several other of our Patreon supporter leading members in the chat. So, and for those of you who are new, go ahead and drop a 333 in the chat if you didn't already. And for those of you on TikTok or Instagram, click the link in my profile, join in on YouTube. Let's get right into our first mini game. So, awesome. Angelos dropping the 555 in the chat. And for anybody else, again, thank you in advance. Sign up for the Patreon when it works for you. Last thing, when you sign up for the Patreon, contributions process on the 1st of each month. If you sign up today, contributions will go through November 1st. If you sign up after November 1st, contributions will go through December 1st. So just a little thing there. And when you join the Patreon, you also get discounts for the cool items from our cool shot. Light Guardian crystals. Are they holographic versions of Excalibur? Are they the key to Hollow Earth? I don't know. Maybe. Find out. I'll tell you what they are. They're like dope dancing tools. Pew, pew, pew. Seriously, like back in the day when when raves were a thing. Oh god, I don't want to start on that. But anyways, you can use them for a bunch of stuff, but tonight we're going to be using them for tarot stuff. So, alright team, here is the mini game. Thank you so much everyone for joining in. For those of you on TikTok or Instagram, the mini game is something you can take part in only if you're in the YouTube chat. So if you're not on YouTube yet, click the link in my profile, join in on YouTube. Oh, and what up Z? Z's in here too. Alright, so first reading is going to be, again, the readings are for everyone. So for anybody who's like, I want a reading, you're going to get a reading in the context that everybody gets readings. And that's the beauty of it. Like, we all do this reading together. It's a collective team reading. So awesome. All right. What we're going to do here, we're going to do a little mini game. We've got a lot of people joined in. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Again, this is a space for us to be able to show up in sacred intention, to be able to help not only work with the cards, but to be able to help get motivated, to hype each other up. We're literally, every person who's tuned in right now is like a dope ass conscious creator. And thank you so much, everyone, especially for those of you who are new. Here's the mini game. It's a bit of a psychic training game too. I'm going to pick a number and I'm going to give you the bracket between, I'll say like between this and this. Don't make any guesses yet. I haven't told you the bracket yet. 27. Like, god damn it. Anyways, what you're gonna do, for those of you only in the YouTube chat, this is only for people in the YouTube chat, because that way we can coordinate it fairly. You're gonna take 3 guesses at what the number is. First person to guess it is the first person is the person who wins that mini game, and then you're gonna help facilitate the first team reading, and then the readings after that will be again facilitated by other leading members, by people who are joining up for the Patreon. And if anybody who's already on the Patreon, if you guys like, yo, like I want to like definitely facilitate a reading, you guys can upgrade your Patreon as you're doing this. So new Patreon signups are something that can prompt someone to facilitate, as well as upgrade. So for any of the leading members, you guys know how much I love you. If you guys want to upgrade your Patreon, do what feels good for you. And if you do that, then you can facilitate one of the upcoming readings tonight. Either way, I am going to pick this number. We're going to get right into this mini game. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to set things up, and we got more people joined in as a result of it. For those of you on TikTok or Instagram, click the link in my profile, join in on YouTube. The mini game is something you can participate only if you're on YouTube. So I am going to pick a number. Listen closely. Listen, Linda. Listen. Sorry, I can't like not say that. Okay. Anyways, we'll have fun tonight. All right. Okay. I am going to pick a number. I will tell you the bracket of the number. Once I have told you the bracket, for those of you on YouTube, you will make 3 guesses, 1 guess at a time. Do not spam the chat. Use your guesses strategically. The first person who guesses the number will be the first person who wins, and then that person will help facilitate the first reading. We'll do a little meditation together. We'll walk you through it once we get there. Allow me to focus on picking the number now. Don't guess the number. Just wait. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. I got the number. All right. I'll try and put the number out there. I'll try and like make it so it's nice and clear for you guys. This is like psychic trading. Okay. Here we go. The number is between 70 and 100. The number is between 70 and 100. For those of you in the YouTube chat, go ahead, leave your guesses, 1 guess at a time. First guess is the person who's going to help facilitate next reading. As the guesses come in, there's a bit of delay. I'll do like my like auctioneer like announcer voice. It's like a horse racing voice. It's like a sports announcer voice. That's what it is. A wacky sports announcer that we're doing for tarot minigames. And they're off, and we've got Z coming out of the gate with 83, and right behind Z we have got the next person dropping in their guess of 82 by Joel. Follow behind them, we've got Goddess Vibes coming in with 100, Angel coming in with a 96, Anna coming in behind them with a 74. We've got Pisces coming in with their first guess of a 77, Amanda with an 87. We've got Z with their second guess of 76, Rose right behind them with a 78, followed by Angelos with their second guess of a 73. Starlight coming in with their first guess of 72. No one has got it. We've got Z dropping in their third and final guess with only a 92, Rising right behind them with a double 92, Goddess Vibes dropping in a 70, Angel dropping in a 97. We've got Tash showing up with a 99, Rising Starseed with an 86, 76, 93, 75. I gotta send out the signal a little bit harder here. No one has got it yet, but they are getting close. If you've already used up your guesses, hold off, but I'll tell you if you can get another guess if no one's got it in the next little bit. We've got Pinox dropping in their guess with an 83, Pisces dropping dropping in with a 97, and right behind them we've got Sheena dropping in a 100. Tash behind them with a 90. I'm surprised no one's got it yet, quite frankly. My voice is getting exhausted here. And we've got Butterfly Rasta Girl dropping in with a 98. Words. Nobody's got it yet. I'm gonna pace myself. I still gotta do the whole readings. What am I doing here? Nobody's got it yet. Nobody. Okay. You guys got this. You guys, to infinity and beyond. You guys got this. Surprised nobody's got it. My inadvertent intention accidentally put a cloaking device on that number. It would have seemed. For those of you on TikTok, guesses only count if you're on YouTube. If you've used your 3 guesses on YouTube, you can add in another guess. So, extra guess for those of you on YouTube who already used your 3 guesses. You guys are playing this game properly. Good job. And we've got Joel dropping in with a 96. Pisces. We got Pinocchio with a 98. And Rasta's laughing about it. That's perfect. Angelo's with an 87. Woo woo 87. That's a great number too, but that's not the number. So anyways, we've got Rasta dropping in with a 77, and people guessing on TikTok. Go ahead and click the link in my profile. Join on YouTube. Same with Instagram. Nobody's got it yet, guys. Come on, you can do it. I'm like cheering you on right now. Do the thing. Guess the number. Win the game. You can do it. Come on, guys. We're here for tarot. This is like, as it inadvertently, it's just like 1 hour later. It's just like someone's gonna get it. Someone's gonna get it soon. And like no, I'll double check. No one's got it yet. Again, between 70 and 100. If you guys have guessed, if you guys have made 4 guesses, you can put in another guess now. Come on, guys. This is like remote viewing training. Would it help if I write it down? Is this gonna work? If I can hide it and then I'll take it and then I'll put it in one of my drawers and then you can remote view it. Does that make it easier for you? All right. Awesome to see everybody here though. Okay, come on, guys. Come on, let's go. I feel like we're like I feel like we're taking like a dog on a walk. Come on, let's go. Let's get that number. Let's go do that tarot. Come on, guys. You can do it. Nobody's got it yet. Like look, double check. Yeah, you guys can try again. Just go ahead. You guys can try it. At this point, if no one's got it by the time you guys hear my recording, which is like a 30-second delay by the time I say things. So what I'm seeing in the chat is like 30 seconds ahead of what you guys, 30 seconds after? I don't know. Time trips me out. Nobody's got it yet. Straight up, nobody's got it yet. I'm surprised. It's like a lot of you are doing duplicates, so that's why. Somehow you're just, okay, it's getting, you guys, it's gonna be close. For those of you on TikTok, it's not too late. Make the jump over to my YouTube. Maybe you'll guess it right. Maybe TikTok already guessed it. Come on, guys. You can do this. I'm sorry, guys. Like I set the rules. We have to follow through. So I think multiple people are somehow just guessing the same numbers. Come on, guys. You can do this. This is impressive. This might be like the longest that we haven't got the number yet. Like it's actually the odds are against us that we haven't guessed the number yet. What is happening? What is this anomaly? Are we stuck in some sort of eternity where I'm just going to be on air as you guys never guess this number? What sort of sick hell is this? No one's got it yet. Like straight up. Okay, I'm just going to like casually sit here. I'll just wait for it. I'll just wait for it, or I'll just meditate. I'll like bring it into existence. Use my Professor Xavier powers. Come on, guys. You guys are like doing the same numbers. Somehow you haven't guessed it yet. I thought it would be an easiest. Like that's so weird. I was literally like, I'll choose an easy one. Go ahead, just guess. All of you just guess. Like infinite guesses at this point. Get it. Somehow you guys are going to be like exhausted by the time you get. You're going to be like, fine. We haven't even gotten like, okay, if someone wants to sign up for the Patreon while we're waiting for someone to guess, please feel free to do so. Come on, guys. I like just unlimited guesses between 70 and 100. Somehow I think you guys have literally got every number but it. Like 100%. You've got every single number but the one. What is going on? Like I'm literally just like watching the chat. How have you guys not gotten it yet? I don't know. It's weird. TikTok already got it. Somebody on TikTok got it a long time ago. The range is between 70 and 100. I apologize for those of you who are just like, I came here for I came here for a tarot reading. I stayed for eternity in some sort of hell where they were never able to guess the number. No one's got it. Like, this isn't some sort of weird troll or something like that, like where I'm choosing like a made up number. It was like, oh, it was 80 K4 or something. Like, I don't know. I'm just making stuff up. Come on, guys, you can do this. You guys can do this. You guys, because 7, 8, 9 or something. It's, should I narrow it down? Okay, it's between 80 and 90. I'm just gonna narrow it down until there's nothing left to narrow. Sorry, this is like, again, I'm literally like, we're gonna do as many readings as we can tonight, and then we just get stuck on the first mini game. Okay, it's between 86 and 89. Just like literally narrowing it down to just a couple of digits. So, all right, here it comes. Somebody's gonna get it. It's impossible for you not to. and yet no one has. What is happening? What cruel realm am I in? Come on, guys, please, I'm begging you. It's between 86 and 89. Just it's like watching people die inside. Somebody's gonna make a gif of this. I've told you enough. At this point, your destiny is in your hands. I am just utterly amazed. Like, is there some kind of glitch within my like block? Is it blocking it as spam or something? Like, it's not filtering it in some bizarre way. Rose said, okay, Rose is saying it's 88, guys. Rose is saying I've already guessed 88. How did I not see it then, Rose? Guys, is that what happened? No, Rose gets 94, 72, 95, 94, 90. Rose, I'm not seeing an 88. Is it filtered? Is the number 88? Everybody just type 88. No, Rose, I'm 100% not seeing you type 88 earlier. That could have been it. Weird. Is this some sort of glitch? Everybody type 88 into the chat. Weird. Dude, that's so weird. I'm gonna check my like chat moderation. Why would it block? Is that, dude, is that seriously what happened? Guys, I apologize. This is like turned into some sort of like weird kind of like mystery or something. Where do I upload? Where do I even block individual words? I don't even see that anywhere. You guys said you guessed 88. 88 has been guessed like 100%. It never showed up in the chat, but now it's showing up. I'm double checking. I'm going all the way back, guys. I'm looking. Don't see it. Nope. It's not visible until I literally until Rose said I guessed 88. Weird. Well, who guessed 88 first? Somebody. We might just have to redo this minigame real quick. Guys, 100%. Rose, you said you guessed 88, but I did not see it. I totally knew it was 88. It blocked 88 from you. So why is 88 showing up now, guys? What? Sorry, this is somehow got sidetracked from actually doing tarot. Okay. Moving on, we're doing a very, very, very swift new mini game because I have no idea what just happened there. We're going to take that and we're going to put that into the Twilight Zone. And seriously, guys, I could show you the screenshot. I don't know what happened there. All right. Somebody screenshot me where it said 88 way up at the top because it 100%, it did not show up until that first comment that I saw. Weird. All right, guys. Really quick mini game. I'm going to narrow the bracket really quickly for everybody here. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. That was so weird. For those of you on TikTok or Instagram, click the link in my profile to be able to join in on YouTube. And we're going to do one more quick mini game here. I'm going to give you guys a small bracket. Thank you so much, everyone, for giving me helping us solve that mystery. It's still not solved. I don't know what happened there, but I guess that won't be a number that we choose again. I don't know. That's weird. People didn't see 88 until they typed it. Weird. I don't know. Okay. Anyways, everybody take a deep breath. That was fun. The novelty of that was just like fun in itself. All right. Well, the only thing is that does put us closer to reaching, again, we were mentioning earlier, let's reach on to getting that first Patreon sign up or a Patreon upgrade by 9:45 tonight. So if anybody here is ready to be able to do that, go ahead and do that now, because that took way longer than planned and it's already like 9:40 right now. So if somebody wants to get ready for that next Patreon sign up, let's get right into our first reading by doing this very quick mini game. I'm going to pick a bracket for you guys. Okay, I have chosen a number between 100 and 115. 100 and 115. Go ahead, make your guesses now. One guess at a time, 3 guesses each. Don't spam the chat. TikTok, Instagram, click the link now to be able to jump over to YouTube. And first one to guess this number, it's an easy one. It's like the easiest one. There we go. Z got it. 111. First guess at the gate. Ta-da! The exact opposite of what just happened. I intentionally made it a 111 because I knew someone would guess that right away. All right, Z, you can have the reading that you wanted. I know you were like, I want this reading. So, okay. All right, let's hear a half-ass applause for Z after that crazy shenanigans of, I don't know what happened with that previous guessing game. But Z, congratulations. Thank you so much, everyone. And with that said, let's get right into our first little meditation reading. Guys, give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to be right back. That got me way too excited. All right, welcome back, everyone. Now I am fully ready to sit down for like 3 hours straight. So, okay, team. What we're gonna do, we're gonna drop into a little bit of a meditation. We're gonna guide you guys through this, how this is gonna work. Everybody here, we're gonna collectively do a little meditation. We're gonna connect with our breath, drop into our heart space. This is like a regular thing that we do when we do these readings. And again, as we do this meditation, we're gonna take a few moments to be able to connect with gratitude. And then from there, we're going to align with the intention, show us what we need to see. And then once we get to that point, Z, what you're going to do, we're going to take you to just kind of, we're going to instruct you to just take a few more breaths, listen to your intuition. And then at that point, I'll be like charging the deck and going like this. Z, at that point, you'll say now, or rather you'll type now into the chat. And then at that point, that's when I'll split the deck, and then that's how we draw the card. And as we do that, again, then the reading is still for everyone. So everybody here is meditating, and then the people who aren't Z, the person who's helping facilitate, you guys will gently open your eyes and then type your wizard noises in the chat. And believe me, it will make sense in a second. You're like, type your wizard noises? What? What am I watching again? Anyways, this is secretly wizard training. Ta-da. All right. Thank you to those of you who thoroughly guessed 88 the first game. Seriously, guys, I have no idea what happened there. But it is in the past. All right. I feel like I want to watch Lion King now. Anyways. Okay, team. What we're going to do here, we're going to drop into this little meditative space. For those of you, after we come out of this, we'll get into our next reading, and then we'll get into the reading right after that as soon as we are ready. And again, let's get that first Patreon sign up tonight, or that first Patreon upgrade. Let's say by 10. So let's straight up, 230 is a big jump to reach tonight on Patreon. Let's aim for reaching 227. Let's reach 227 tonight. That's a 100% doable. So for anybody, if you guys are fans of my work and you guys want to join on Patreon, join as a super awesome way to be able to be a part of our community as a leading member and get additional support for you as a conscious media creator. And again, not only support me, support you, support the community, and you can join at the $11 monthly contribution. So if you're feeling like you're ready to do that, think of it as an investment for yourself. Surround yourself with dope, awesome people, such as the fellow leading members we got here in the chat. And it only takes about 5 minutes to sign up. But again, after the meditation, you can go ahead and click some links and do that. For now, let's get right into this meditation. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. Thank you guys for holding space through that crazy shenanigans. And let's do some tarot readings. Yay! So, okay, here we go. Everybody here, just allow yourself to find a place where you can just get comfortable. If you need to move somewhere different, that's up to you. This is just going to be a very short meditation. And so, when you're ready, gently close your eyes. Straighten up your posture, open up your chest, relax your face. And gently, as you listen to my voice, begin connecting with your breath. Soft, gentle inhales. Soft, gentle exhales. So for everybody here, for Z, just taking this moment as you breathe gently to be able to connect with gratitude. You can physically put your hands on your heart and just allowing yourself to bring awareness to gratitude, gratitude for this beautiful community, gratitude for this sacred space, gratitude for the messages we are about to receive, gratitude for yourself for showing up. With gratitude in our hearts, we will collectively focus our attention towards the intention, show us what we need to see. We being the collective, we being the team, we being the individual. Show us what we need to see. Putting out that intention for everybody here, for Z, speak that intention with your heart, speak it with your mind, speak it with your words, speak it with your soul. Show us what we need to see. For Z, taking a few more moments here, take some gentle breaths, and when you're ready, Z, when you listen to your intuition, open your eyes and type now into the chat. For everybody else, focusing on that intention, show us what we need to see. Gently open up your eyes and type your wizard noises in the chat, and we'll charge up the deck a little bit more. Here we go. And so, my friends, here we are once again to take part within this game that never truly ends. For this is a game in which we will all level up, and which we will continue to change this world with our love. For we are the wizards, the Jedi, the Magi Supreme that will continue to shift realities within this shared dream. Go ahead, type those wizards noises in the chat, and we'll read those wizard noises on air. Zoo, zoo, zoo. And when Z types now into the chat, we will pull forth the card to see what message the universe has for me and for you, for us to stand true as we continue to unlock the power that is within me and you. Now, as Z types into the chat, wizard noises, lightning bolt. That's a throwback. All right. Okay, perfect. The first card that we have got for tonight's Inspirational Team Tarot. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in with Z helping facilitate. The first card that we have pulled for the team is the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups. Just showing that there to those of you on Instagram as well. And give me 2 seconds here. We're going to open up the book. We're going to get right into this first reading. Guys, let's work on getting through as many readings as we can. And again, let's work on getting as many Patreon signups as we possibly can tonight. Or again, if those of you who are already on my Patreon, if you guys are feeling like you're ready to upgrade your Patreon, you can also do that. And then you can choose to either facilitate the next reading, or you could pass it on. You could totally pass it on. And for those of you who haven't already, go ahead and check out the Patreon if you're interested. And again, connecting further with our community of dope, awesome, badass, spiritual superheroes. That is essentially what we have built. This is much more than just tarot. This is putting out the signal. For those of you who are looking to connect with a super dope team, joining on the Patreon as a leading member is a great way to be able to not only support and connect further, to be able to join on air for broadcasts, be able to get access to me as a conscious media creation coach, learn how to build your own Patreon, level up as a conscious media creator, lots of really, really cool stuff, and discounts for the item shop. So if you guys are ready to sign up for the Patreon, links down below. You can see the link on screen and links in my profile, and drop a 555 if you're ready to sign up for that Patreon. Let's get that first Patreon sign up by 10 p.m. tonight. So in 15 minutes ish. And then that next person, again, When you sign up for the Patreon tonight, you'll get to help facilitate the next reading and choose what deck you want to use for the team. So this is where it gets exciting for the whole team, with choosing the Sacred Spirit deck, the Hero's Journey, or the Lightworker Oracle deck. So I'm excited. I want to use these decks tonight. I'm excited. I want someone to choose the Sacred Spirit deck and this one and this one. So all right, team, let's focus in on this first reading. We'll keep an eye on that Patreon sign up. And yeah, for everybody here, this reading is for you. So you guys like my Zelda box noises? I can tell. I like that. Okay. This is okay, so this is a reading for everybody. I'm going to visually explain the image, and then I'm going to read from the book. I'm going to do some intuitive kind of like channeling of additional inspiration, and then we'll go right into the next reading. And what you guys are going to do, this is where it gets really cool for you guys. You're not just here to listen, you're here to level up. As I'm reading this to you, if anything I say resonates, drop an 1111 in the chat. What you are also going to do later or at any point throughout this reading is you are going to write an affirmation based on the messages of this reading. That basically tells your body that you're listening, and it helps you embody the message that we are here to be able to receive as well. So that way it doesn't just like float off your back like water off a duck. It allows you to kind of be like, yes, I heard this message, and you write out an affirmation, and it's like, okay, all right, and it kind of crystallizes it. So, all right, guys, people, friendly humans, fellow multidimensional beings, let's get right into this reading. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. For those of you on TikTok, go ahead and join the primary broadcast by clicking the link in my profile. Patreon links where you guys need it. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. And again, if you are here, this message is here for you. Here to help you, inspire you on your spiritual journey, and give you clarity and insight and inspiration. All right, let's dive into this. Three of Cups. So just visually explaining the image here. Again, for those of you on TikTok, click the link in my profile so you can see what I'm pointing at on the YouTube camera. So just visually explaining this image here, that's the first step that we're going to do. So we have this beautiful image of three massive cups over top of a landscape, and you kind of got this square thing that it's over top of that you can maybe interpret as a door. And just above this beautiful landscape, again, I'm just kind of like talking about it literally. I kind of like how the bottom of the cups almost look like mountains, whether that's fully intentional. And yeah, you just got some giant cups there, nice kind of like starry night sky, beautiful landscape. Again, literally just explaining what's on the card literally. We're not interpreting it just yet. And now we're going to read a little bit more from the book and dive a little bit deeper. So if anything I say resonates, drop an 1111 in the chat. Thank you guys so much for joining in. And yeah, stick around. This is more than just a reading. This is an invite for you to be able to connect with the team. So thanks for being here. All right. I'm going to use my wizard voice. This will help it like speak to your soul. So, all right. You can just even just like meditate as I'm reading this. You guys, and you guys can even just like, you can do like yoga or like do art while you're listening to this if you want. So chill out, vibe out. Let's have some fun. All right, here we go. Three of Cups, the image. Above a fertile, charming summer landscape, three glasses of red wine hover as if on a higher level. Meaning, it is water's nature to flow freely and thereby find the path of least resistance. Going with the flow of collective emotion means contributing to the well-being of the environment, according to one's inner being, without neglecting one's individuality. Through the unhindered flow of positive life-affirming feelings, this card expresses a comfortable position. Be it in the family as the smallest unit within social structure, or in the greater community connection, every situation is colored by the influence of feelings. The whole is therefore more than the sum of its parts, for the emotional condition of various singular beings has influence on the collective climate. This in turn has its effect on the material manifestations. This is how man reaps what he sows. The fertile outcome of collective attempts is expressed in deep connection and humane warmth. By participating in celebrations as they come, common agreements finds its expression in mutual joy, shared joy, experiences of desire, zest for life, and cheerfulness can be then gratefully accepted as a gift of life. Astrological significance: Venus, Jupiter, trine aspects. Key words: world of emotions, sensuality, zest for life, pleasure, letting emotions flow, fullness, mutual agreement. Traditional meaning: connection, cheerfulness, collective consciousness, fertility, gratefulness, fulfillment, celebrations, acceptance. Beautiful. Okay. So let's dive a little bit deeper here. And yeah, thanks again, everyone, so much for joining in. Seeing those 1111s in the chat. So let's just talk about this a little bit more. This is a really, really cool card. And again, when we set that intention, show us what we need to see. Again, this is an intention of us showing up as a community, as those of us who are already in our heart, who are in the process of being able to tap in with more of this emotional presence within the world and within ourselves. And so with this card, I really love this card. This is a very homely card that really celebrates the importance of us being able to find joy and share joy through the emotional connection that we have both with the world around us and also through the joys of community and connection. So the idea of not only being able to be in the appreciation of life, but to be in the appreciation of life with someone else. So this is a very, very powerful card that reminds each and every single one of us, again, creating this within the context of us as a team, of us as conscious creators, that there is so much ability in us being able to bring a sense of celebration into our art, into our work, into our presence, while inviting others to be able to do the same. Much like the image of here, where you literally have 3 cups, it's kind of like this idea that as we literally fill our own cup, the overflow is what can fill the cups of others around us. And thus, in turn, their cup will fill others around them. So this card really hits upon the importance of connection, the importance of community, the importance of really being able to see ourselves as a bigger part of the collective consciousness, and to understand that, yes, we in ourselves are a holographic aspect of this shared collective reality. And a lot of people are really tuning into this idea of, call it the 100th monkey effect or whatever. But once more than 1% of the collective starts waking up, more of the rest of the collective continues to wake up. So this is kind of a process of being able to see the energy inside of ourselves as joyfulness and cheerfulness and zest for life, seeing those energies not just as purely energies that are our expression, but almost like they are primordial energies of the cosmos that are being birthed into this world through our action. Like those emotions want to come to the surface. They want to grow. They're kind of like a blossoming that takes place inside of us. And so what we can really focus on is, again, being able to emotionally connect with the calling to be able to develop a deeper connection with this creative life force energy in our own life, but then also be able to find ways in which we can bring it into the lives of others, bring it into the lives of people through kindness and compassion and creativity. Like, it's interesting, right? You think of the ways it's like, well, how do we change the world? It'd be like, okay, yeah, like social justice and social interaction and social activism and all of these things, everything like that. And we're just like ready to jump out there and to go into the streets. And that's all great. And that's all part of the story. But sometimes we kind of forget that straight up for everybody here, our art is social activism. Boom, 100%. For all of those of us who have been like, yo, I feel the call to be out there in the streets, standing for the future and doing what, and trying to create the world that I want to see. We do that each day through the art that we choose to create. If that resonates with you, drop an 1111 in the chat. And so again, this really just kind of reminds us of both the power of the collective community and the idea that we can share in this collective celebration of co-creation that we are following through with as artists and as creators. And again, for those of you who may still be on this path where you're kind of you're not fully familiar with the creative aspects of yourself, this is a great place to be. Again, you're in a community full of creative people, full of people that are working on their path of self-development. And again, within this, it will give you permission to be able to start expressing this connection within your reality simply by being around people who also do the same. So again, this is a really cool idea of, again, the idea that, by us being able to really connect with this zest and joy and presence for life, allows us to be able to ripple that into the lives of others. The ripple effect of this is in turn how we collectively begin to manifest on cultural levels as well. And so again, with this card, just kind of wrapping it up here, because I just want to be able to move into next readings as we get ready to do this. really just reminding ourselves to keep focusing on the importance of connection, keep focusing on the importance of cheerfulness. Cheerfulness is something that can be cultivated. It's something that you can practice. And again, I think real, genuine cheerfulness also comes from us beginning to understand more of who we are. Our cheerfulness can also come as a result of us being able to find fulfillment in understanding who we are. And for a lot of us, that path is also understanding us figuring out who we are is also us figuring out how we can help others as well. So when you're allowing yourself to really tap into more of this, again, this like gratitude, this deep kind of like feeling of emotional awareness that reminds you of just in how incredibly beautiful and magical and emotional this world is. And when you create that connection, again, that you become the conduit for that creative energy that moves through your life, as like raw, golden, liquid love that comes through your actions. And thus you continue to be able to bring it into the lives of others. Thus, for each and every single one of us, when we come together, it allows us to be able to really join each other in this shared celebration. So I like that this card is really encouraging us to join in celebration. It's like the three cups coming together from like, it's like the Triforce and like the different realms, and they cheers in the middle. It's like cheers to us and building community and coming together and kicking ass and working on ourselves and being gentle with ourselves and all of those other things that obviously isn't being expressed right in this immediate reading. But your job, first and foremost, is to take care of yourself. And as you do that, you allow yourself to naturally align with the reality where connecting with your world of emotions is, again, what's going to kind of like lead you into more of your own connection with the magic of this space. And through that connection, naturally feeling the shared call that we have here as a team to be able to bring that with you into the ways in which you interact with others, into the ways of how you show up in presence online, in physical community, and again, through dope online communities and sacred digital space. Like what we got right now. Yo, what's up, everybody? You guys are here. This is what this card's literally like about us. So for us to go an entire 20 days without doing a tarot reading, and for this to be the first card we get, is actually really, really huge, because it's basically saying you guys are doing something really important. Keep doing it. Keep bringing this joyfulness into your reality. Keep filling up your cups and spilling over to be able to fill others, and keep celebrating as community and keep building community. Every single one of us is a nexus. You guys are connected through my project, our project. You guys are connected through me, and equally so, people are connected through you. People are connected through you. We're like a neural network, 100%, right? So we come together here. This is a dope place to hang out, and then we bring that inspiration with us, and then we connect with other people. So really, really inviting you guys, especially when you find the calling in the right time within your reality, to begin making those spaces where you can invite other people within community into that place of shared play, into that place of shared celebration, be it through your own tarot readings, your own guided meditations, your own community broadcasts and podcasts. Again, I'm talking like literally directly here to the leading members. I sent a Discord message earlier, but straight up, leading members, people who we're working with, again, people who have joined on our Patreon, people who are working with me one-on-one in our work periods and stuff. What I'm doing right now, pay attention to it. You can literally do this for yourself in your broadcast, and I'm going to be helping you guys with that as well. Jumping on, doing tarot, getting people signed up for the Patreon, absolutely, you guys can do this. But again, creating any form of sacred digital space to be able to invite people is a very, very powerful thing, and it's something that's really, really important right now. So whatever space we're creating, even if it's just within our own household, maybe even it's just with us in nature, go dance with a tree. Whether you're with company or you're by yourself, you're still with the universe, and that's a really, really special thing. So be where you are. Be where you are is a very important message. But anyways, just wrapping up on this message here, again, connection, cheerfulness, collective consciousness, fertility, gratefulness, fulfillment, celebration, acceptance. Let's feel that fertile energy of consciousness coming through us, and let's keep bringing it into this world. If that resonates with you guys, drop this 1111 in the chat, and thank you guys so much for being this card, for filling up your cups, for helping others fill up their cups, and for using kindness, compassion, and creativity to help shift the paradigms. That's what we're all about. Yeah. This card's dope. This card's like our anthem almost, one aspect of it. So go ahead, team, drop either an 1111 in the chat to show that you resonate with that, and then also drop in an affirmation let me know what affirmation you have that reflects on the message there that you received from the card, and we're going to read some of those in the chat. So I'm just pulling forth my affirmation. I am connected with the wisdom of my eternal heart, and I honor the power of cultivating joy and cheerfulness within my reality so that I can fruitfully share it with others, collectively filling our cups and serving the community. There, that's my little affirmation on this. So go ahead, leave your little affirmations in the chat. I'm just going to take a moment here to be able to refresh, and we'll get ready to get right into that next reading. And we're still looking for that first Patreon sign up. So if anybody's ready to do that first Patreon sign up, again, let's work on reaching 227 tonight as a little milestone goal for tonight. And I'll read the affirmations in the chat. All right. Just making sure there weren't any up from earlier that I missed. I don't think so. Z saying, I love this card so much. Connecting over emotions together has definitely been the vibe, right? All right. Okay. Any other affirmations? I am galactic activation. We are galactivation. Butterfly, I'm thankful for my community. So go ahead, for those of you who are here, leave an affirmation in the chat. And again, the affirmation is valuable. Like, it's valuable for you, for yourself as well, because again, it basically tells your body that you were like listening, and the message was kind of something that dialed in there. So really just emphasizing again, like this idea of cultivating this connection of like joy and self-awareness within us, and then being able to share it through community. Super, super powerful. So beautiful. Any other affirmations? Go ahead and leave those in the chat, team. What it is right now, what we'll do right now, again, we'll get into our next reading. As we do this reading, let's work on getting that first Patreon sign up. Or again, if anybody wants to upgrade their Patreon, and I'll just set the visual goal on screen. We'll save 230 for another day. So I'm just going to change 227 on the on-screen graphic. And let's work on reaching 227 tonight, guys, because I can't stay on here for too long. So again, for those of you who are here, we're not just doing tarot readings. We're inviting people to be able to join into the community by joining on my Patreon. If you join at the $11 monthly contribution, not only can you help facilitate the next reading that we got for our team tarot here tonight, and you'll get to choose from one of the special decks for the team. You'll get to choose from either the Lightworker Oracle, the Sacred Spirit deck, the Lightworker Oracle deck, or the Hero's Journey deck, or the traditional Ananda Tarot, which we just did. So if you guys are feeling called to join on the Patreon, again, it's a dope way to be able to connect further with the community. We've built a super awesome team of conscious media creators, and when you join at the $11 level on our team on Patreon, you get involved as a leading member within our community. And when you do that, that's where you get additional benefits to support you as a conscious media creator. I've been helping people work on their skills as conscious media creators. It's something I'm really passionate about. And again, with that, you get to join on air for our weekly team podcasts, get to work with me as your conscious media creation coach, get to join collaborative work periods to be able to have ongoing support, and also to be able to get full access to our community Discord server, which is like a digital professional production studio online. It's really, really cool. And again, for those of you who are already signed up for the Patreon, you guys know, you guys are welcome. Even go ahead, like for those of you who already signed up for the Patreon, please, by all means, like plug the Patreon in the chat. Just be like, yo, signing up for the Patreon is dope. And feel free to plug any sort of like little information you want to be able to mention to other people. And so again, for those of you who are new, Patreon link is in the info of this video below. Only takes about 5 minutes to sign up. So if you guys are on desktop, you can do that as you're tuned in right here. We'll keep an eye on that next sign up. What we're going to do another reading with the Ananda Tarot deck. And then after that, the next reading that we do will be for the first person signed up for Patreon tonight. Or if there's somebody already signed up for Patreon, if you guys want to increase their pledge. So if you guys want to increase their pledge, if that works for you, please, by all means, and then you can either facilitate the next reading, or you can also just pass it to someone who may be new within the community. Going back to the affirmations, Starseed, I celebrate the connections I make. That shifts my collective consciousness and honor the others on their journey. Beautiful. Awesome. Thank you, Starseed. Z says, I am joy and a zest for life. Beautiful. Sheena, I am a source of light, bringing forth my highest vibration to be of service for others. Awesome. Good job, guys. I just have to be mindful of my throat, obviously. All right, team. Let's work on getting that first Patreon sign up. Again, we originally had that goal of getting the first Patreon sign up by about 10-ish. It's a little bit after 10, so let's work on getting that first Patreon sign up as we're doing this reading. And even before 10:15, just be able to put a number on it. And again, thank you so much, everyone, so much for your support in all forms. Join on the Patreon and when it works for you. Maybe you're watching today, but maybe you'll check out the Patreon and join it later. And again, you can join on the Patreon, sign up today. Contributions will only process on the first of each month. So if you guys are a fan of my work, you can do that. And you can sign up for the higher levels. You can sign up for the higher levels and get a free Lumerian Light Guardian Crystal. If you sign up at like the $96 level, I send you one of these for free. And I could send you one of the bigger ones too if you want. Like there's like different sizes of them and stuff. I don't have a, like, that's a limited item. I have only so many of those, but those are all handmade. For any of you who are just like, yes, tell us more about the Light Guardian crystals. These are all handmade. These are like ancient items from Atlantis. So if any of you, if you guys are already signed up, or if you guys are really just like, yo, I'd love to sign up at a higher level, then please, by all means, go to do that, and you can get one of the Light Guardian crystals as a bonus gift that I'll send you. But nonetheless, if you guys are thinking of signing up for the Patreon tonight, go ahead, drop a 555 in the chat. Let us know. Links in the info on YouTube. I posted it into the chat. Oh crap, the button's not there, isn't it? I didn't enable the button today. Sometimes there's a button there, but I guess I didn't press the button to enable the button, so I apologize. Normally there'd be a button there and you could press it and take you right to the Patreon, but nonetheless, links in the info below. Hopefully you guys can do that real easy. And awesome. All right, team, let's get right into this next reading. We'll keep an eye open for the Patreon. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. For those of you on TikTok or Instagram, go ahead and click the link in my profile to join in on YouTube. And if you guys are ready to get into our next reading, go ahead and drop a 777 in the chat. And we're going to do the little mini game again. I'll choose a number you can actually guess. I don't know, again, that glitched on the other one. I guess that one's retired then. So oh man, I gotta be careful of my voice. I haven't done this in a while. My voice is like needs warm up or something. It's hard work doing these broadcasts. Like it takes like energy and everything like that, right? So thank you guys so much for appreciating it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Here to support, here to build the team, here to invite people to the Patreon, here to have some fun. Awesome. Again, if you're thinking of signing up for the Patreon tonight or upgrading your pledge, do me a favor, drop a 555 in the chat. Let's get into this next reading, and yeah, we'll keep an eye open for that next Patreon sign up. If for whatever reason there's no new Patreon sign up, then we'll actually be wrapping up the broadcast, and that means I'll like be doing things like, it's okay, my schedule works with that. No rush either way. I'm here to just be able to hang out with you guys, but yes, if there, we'll play it by feel. We'll play it by feel, because if I have to head out sooner, it's not a problem. But obviously, dude, like I want to do the Lightworker Oracle deck, so let's get that first Patreon sign up. I'm down to keep doing readings for you guys. Like, I want to be able to keep doing, like, let's just keep it going until like 12. Let's keep this party going. So let's keep getting those Patreon signups. Maybe we can reach 230 tonight. You guys can surprise me. And thank you again for those of you plugging the Patreon in the chat. Love you guys. All right. Thank you, everyone. Love you. And let's get into our next tarot, our mini game, to be able to help choose who's going to be the next facilitator. Unless someone signs up for the Patreon, like in 10 seconds. No pressure. Okay, here we go. Okay. Picking a number in my head. All right. I'm going to tell you the bracket for the number. For those of you on TikTok or Instagram, click the link in my profile. Participants can only take part by commenting on YouTube. So you have to be on YouTube to take part in this mini game. I'm going to tell you the bracket for a number. Once I tell you that, you can make 3 guesses in the chat. 1 guess at a time. First person to guess a number will be the person to help facilitate the next reading. The number is between 200 and 230. The number is between 200 and 230. For those of you on YouTube, go ahead and leave your guesses now. Let's assume it's not going to get glitched out this time. Awesome. All right, thank you guys again so much for joining in. Looking to be able to get into this next reading, and away we go. And we've got Z out of the gate with 222, and right behind Z we have got the next person who is typing in. How did Z type in that so early? Maybe Z's got less lag, I don't know. Anyways, Z, like, nobody else dropped in a number right after that, and Pisces dropped in 22. Anyways, okay. And we're off. We've got Z dropping in at 222, and right behind them we've got Pisces dropping in with another 222, and behind them we've got Starseed dropping in at 220, and right behind Starseed we've got the next guess of 212, and behind that we've got the next guess of 200 and also 12. Multiple backs to back. That's trippy. And we've got Pisces dropping in with 213 and Rose dropping in with a 221 and Sheena dropping in with a 211 and oh, Sheena gets it with a 211. That's the crowd noise. Or it's a sprinkler noise. I can't figure out. Congratulations, Sheena. Sheena actually got it with 211. So let's give a nice little round of applause to Sheena. Sheena, thank you. Congratulations, Sheena. And let's get ready to move into this next reading. So Sheena, go ahead and let me know if you are ready, and we'll do a little bit of a meditation here. Perfect. And Sheena, I think this is this your first time that you've been on the tarot reading broadcast? I think maybe it is. But anyways, Sheena, we're going to walk you through a little bit of a meditation, and everybody here, we're going to just take a moment to be able to drop into our heart space. Sheena's going to do this. Everybody's going to do this. We're going to focus our intention towards the idea, show us what we need to see. Again, when we do these readings, these are collective readings. This isn't like a psychic. It's not like a fortune telling. It's using the cards and the symbolism of the cards to be able to serve as a mirror for us to be able to see more of ourselves, to give us additional insight, guidance, and inspiration. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a little meditation, set our intention. Sheena, as we go through this, I'll get you to the point where you'll take a few more extra breaths and then listen to your intuition and then type now into the chat. And then that's when we pull the card. So let's get right into this little meditation. Thank you again, everyone. For those of you on TikTok, go ahead and click the link in my profile. Excuse me. All right, go ahead and get ready for that little meditation. Okay, and thank you again to everybody, and thank you, Z, for helping facilitate our first reading. So, when you're ready, gently close your eyes. Straighten up your posture, open up your chest, relax your face. Gently breathing here for Sheena and for everyone. Gently connecting with your breath. Just allowing yourself to relax. Gently breathing here. Go ahead and just allow yourself to connect with your heart space, connect with gratitude. You can physically put your hands on your chest if you wish. Allow yourself to just reflect on gratitude for the team, gratitude for yourself, gratitude for the messages we are about to receive. From here, just allow yourself to still be in this heart space while you focus your intention towards the intention. Show us what we need to see. We being the collective, we being the individual, we being the team. Show us what we need to see. So for Sheena and for everybody, just meditating on that intention, and just allow yourself to speak it with your heart, speak it with your mind, speak it with your words, speak it with your soul. Sheena, when you are ready, take a few more breaths, listen to your intuition, open your eyes, and type it now into the chat. For everybody else, continue to focus your intention. Gently, when you are ready, open your eyes and type your wizard noises in the chat. And here we go. And oh, do you see the wheels of time turn as we continue to remember what it is that we are here to learn? For each and every single day is a chance for our rebirth, for us to truly remember what it means to be of this earth. And so as we open our hearts and expand our minds, we will remember the truth that we shall find. And so as we hold space within our heart to learn how to change this world through the magic of art, Sheena types now, and we will see what message we shall receive to do our part. Beautiful. All right. Thank you again, Sheena. Thank you again, everyone. The next card that we have pulled for everybody here. Again, if you're here, this reading is for you. The second reading for tonight, the first reading that we got for Sheena and for everybody here is Swords number 8. Swords number 8. So just give me 2 seconds here. We're just going to open up the book here. And again, team, as we're doing this, let's work on getting that first Patreon sign up or that Patreon upgrade. So if you guys are listening to this, if you guys are ready to sign up for the Patreon, go ahead and do that while you're listening to this. or if you're on mobile, you can just jump out for a couple seconds and do it nice and quick. And again, join on Patreon, not just to support me, to support the community. Join as a leading member in our community. Think of joining on the Patreon as like an investment for yourself. Think of it as like joining a gym membership. Think of it as just the same as getting healthy food. $11 a month, extra affordable, way more value than that, and help us reach our goal of $227 on Patreon. And we'll reach that tonight. And again, when you join on the Patreon, then you can also help facilitate the next reading, and we'll get you synced up as a leading member and all the benefits there to support you as a conscious media creator. Let's do this. So if you're ready to sign up for the Patreon, do us a favor, drop that 555 in the chat. Let's work on getting that Patreon sign up by 10:30 as we're doing this. And then as soon as we have that first sign up, then we'll get right into the next reading. So let's make sure that there's no intermission, and then we'll go right into this reading and into the next reading. All right, team, let's do this. For those of you on TikTok and Instagram, click the link in my profile to be able to join in with the rest of the team on YouTube. If you're looking for my Patreon link, links up above, links in the YouTube info, links also in the chat. If you're here, this reading is for you. This is here to be able to support you and pump you up on your journey as a spiritual being. Swords of Eight, or Eight of Swords. So just visually looking at the deck here of the card here. Again, for those of you on TikTok, join in on YouTube so you can see what I'm looking at, so you can see what they're seeing on the camera. Links in my profile. So Eight of Swords, this is a very, very cool image here. So we literally have 8 swords kind of suspended up in the horizon, 4 swords pointing left, 4 swords pointing right, and they kind of got like this design kind of in between them just based on the placement of this. Not too much to explain. I'm not going to take a lot of time just going over that, but it's literally as simple as it looks. Literally just 8 depictions of swords kind of floating, and you got some clouds there and some stars up above. Let's read a little bit more about it. Thank you so much, everyone. If you are here, this message is for you. Allow yourself to listen. If anything I say resonates, drop an 1111 in the chat, and also prepare to write out an affirmation based on the message and the teaching of this card. Okay. All right. I'm going to use my wizard voice. 8 of Swords, the image. Before the backdrop of a clear starry sky, 8 swords hover in even distance to one another and point in opposite directions. Meaning, now that man has come to recognize his creative abilities, through which he creates his own reality, in the next level, he is concerned with recognizing his position as an individual within creation and thereby acknowledging the limitations that hinder him in his self-realization. One thing you'll find, for those of you who get a chance to tune into these readings, when we do these, each card like leads into the next, so you can already tell this one like is basically saying in our previous card, and now it's like just drawing it a little bit further. So keep the previous card in mind, the 3 of Cups, for those of you who are here a little bit earlier. The mind can set man free as well as enslave him. Having succumbed to the world of senses, man becomes fettered by reason. If he is reduced to clinging to superficial wishes in a self-serving Having succumbed to the world of senses, man becomes fettered by reason. If he is reduced to clinging to superficial wishes in a self-serving manner. The results are envy, hate, and jealousy, as well as their effects, pain and suffering. First, critical self-observation, which goes beyond superficialities, allows the process of acknowledgement to transform into knowing, thereby creating the conditions for release from self-limitations. Experiencing his own identity, man can get back in touch with the disposition and innocence of his inner child, and formulate solid intents for the creation of his reality. Astrological significance: Mercury, Mars, Saturn, square, and semi-square aspects. Keywords: critical self-observation, self-realization, contemplative observation, inner work, recognizing self-limitations, formulating ideas, developing talents and gifts. Traditional meaning: inner collection, concentration, release from negative thoughts, fulfillment of desires, letting go of outer compulses, separations. Okay, let's dive into this a little bit further. Go ahead and drop some 1111s if this resonates with you guys in the chat. let's keep going through this reading. Thank you again, everyone, so much. And again, let's keep an eye on getting that first Patreon sign up or that first Patreon upgrade. Again, guys, this will be the last reading for tonight unless there's somebody who signed up for the Patreon. So we'll chill out for a bit. I'm confident somebody's going to sign up for the Patreon, but again, let's keep the party going. If you guys are ready to sign up for the Patreon, go ahead and do that now. And links in my profile, $11 monthly contribution. Join as a leading member. You guys know that. And let's focus in on this reading. Thank you guys so much for being here. And again, if you're here, this message is for you. So this is a really, really interesting card. And again, the previous card that we got, the Three of Cups, really focus on the idea of being able to like tap into our cheerfulness and spread creativity and spread compassion and build community. This one talks about more of like the inner work, the behind the scenes, the how of we reach those moments of self-realization and cultivation of these like higher vibrational energies of joy and fulfillment and cheerfulness. This is a very, very important card that makes sure that in order to be able to kind of clear the way for that, we have to be able to like root up the things that may be holding us back. We have to be able to like shine a light on the shadow. We have to essentially make the unconscious conscious, the alchemical process of turning lead to gold. A lot of you are familiar with the alchemy that we talked about in one of our recent podcasts. You'll understand exactly, again, just kind of the levels of how this is the thing that can be an ongoing part of one's journey of self-actualization and being able to really be able to see not just who you are, but who you are not. So with this, it really invites you to be able to become much more self-aware of where in your reality you may be clinging on to things, and especially things that may be superficial. And not to say the objective here is to simply judge yourself for doing so, but to rather be able to cultivate the awareness of those actions so that you can consciously make the choice on which aspects of yourself you will change as a result of cultivating new actions. So again, this is the idea of being able to essentially clear out energy that is no longer serving you, and with that, in doing so, making space within your mind for new habits and new ideas. So literally a big part here would be this idea of doing the inner work to be able to, say, for example, find wounded beliefs within yourself. Wounded beliefs like the idea of, like, oh, what I have to share is not important, I'm not good enough, or I'm too much, or, I'm just not, like, whatever story you create for yourself. And being able to see that, again, with those parts will continue to kind of linger until they are something that you consciously bring awareness to, do some inner healing work. Being able to just kind of meet those parts of yourself with compassion is always very important. And then as a result of those, choose how you may be even subconsciously holding on to those wounded beliefs. A lot of people will often do that because there's a familiarity to this, in terms of a familiarity of literally holding on to our limiting beliefs. For some people, it's literally like all they've known. They don't even realize that it's an option. And so just in being able to do this and being able to develop this higher level of self-observation, of inner reflection, of contemplative observation, the inner work, and again, also just going back to what I said before, being able to acknowledge where we are, being able to honor where we are at. Because wherever you are right now, there is a lesson there for you. Wherever you are right now, there is an opportunity for you. So instead of feeling like the immediacy to kind of like rush out of this lesson, be where you are right now, because that is the only way in which you will be able to change where you are going. If you're constantly just kind of trying to go somewhere else, but you're never where you are, you're going to have trouble getting somewhere else. If you understand what I mean, because in order to get somewhere else, first you have to be where you are. Whereas if you're always somewhere else and you're never where you are, then how do you expect to get somewhere else? Sorry, I know that sounds convoluted, but hopefully I know it makes sense though. I think you understand, again, kind of what I'm saying, where again, this is about bringing awareness to the self, bringing awareness to the relationships that we may have with things that perhaps, again, deter us from our purpose, distract us, encourage the negative habits, encourage the less than healthy routines, or again, thought processes that may have unconsciously become rooted into who we are. So again, this is kind of like a process of reminding us that yes, as much as this is about being able to fill our cup and cultivate that joy, that space of joyfulness is made room for as a result of being able to clear out the space of those things which aren't really needed. Not to say that they're not needed, like they are worthwhile to be able to learn the lessons. But once you've got the lesson, once you've got the message, again, hang up the phone. And so with this, a simple visual is the idea of, weeding your garden, taking out the weeds of your garden, thus making more room to nurture the things that you want to grow. So really being able to bring intention and really being able to decide, what do I want to do? Who do I want to be? And that's a journey, but even just being able to make the choice that is something that you're working on. And so it's just like, what? I don't know what I want to do, but I know that I want to know what I want to do. And therefore, if that's the case, sometimes the first step is just to be able to make sure that you're doing work on the things that may be between you and having the space to be able to focus a little bit more on discovering what it is that you need to be able to do. So this could be a simple thing as literally observing your relationships, realizing what relationships may or may not be serving you, making those choices that are best for you. This is again, the inner work is going to be a reflection of the outer work. You could be like, yeah, like I'm reflecting daily and I'm meditating, but I'm still hanging out with people who are kind of bringing me back to like patterns that aren't really serving my higher purpose, so to speak. Whatever that may be, you'll know just as a result of your intuition, where again, those interactions that may have been a common part of your past, or the habits and the routines, the things kind of, again, not to say like moderation, 100%, enjoy things, but also cultivate a healthy relationship with them. And so again, with this idea, this is a very, very powerful card. This is a very, very powerful card that really brings us back to the importance of nosce te ipsum, know thyself. And again, to be able to know not just who you are, but who you are not. You are not, again, the envy and the hate and the jealousy. Oh, you can live there. You can live in envy. You can live in hate. You can live in jealousy as much as you choose to. But whether or not you say those are you, that's up to you. And I think it's fine to acknowledge that they are aspects of you. But again, whether they are the driving force, that's the choice. That's the choice. So yeah, 100%. Please, by all means, you can be like, yeah, I honor the fact that parts of me are jealous. I honor the fact that parts of me are envy. I honor the parts of me that maybe, like jealous or hate things and stuff like that. Good, you're human. You're the gray Jedi. You have both inside of you. But how you choose to develop the relationship with those things and how much they dictate your course of action and how you're showing up and serving others, that is, again, where I think with this card, it goes hand in hand with the idea of being able to do this, not just for yourself, but also being able to kind of clear the way for you to be able to show up as the version of yourself that is here to help others as well. We're all on our journeys of healing together, and that's okay. And the journey is ongoing. This doesn't mean, it's always going to be something where it's like, this is expected, where you're not allowed to feel these feelings. Like, no, it's acknowledging what to do with those feelings when they arise. That's the maturity. So with this card, it's the ongoing process of cultivating a practice and a self-awareness so that when those emotions do come up, they don't unconsciously sit there, come up, why am I feeling jealous? I wonder where that's coming from. Oh yeah, it's probably coming from a part of myself that's still a little bit wounded. I should probably talk to that part of myself and spend some time just kind of communicating and listening to that part of myself and seeing what it needs, right? Like what I just told you, what I just gave you a blueprint of, that's huge. Like what if you actually made a habit of that instead of being, I'm angry, I'm jealous. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I just like, what is that? I don't know, for some reason I'm just imagining like an angry Care Bear. Like, didn't they have like silly names where it's like this one's like pumpkin and marshmallow? I have to go back and watch the Care Bears, but I'm just imagining some sort of like grumpy Care Bear. That's what I'm imagining. The archetype of grumpy Care Bear, where he's just like, I'm grumpy bear. And it's like, is that going to be you? Are you going to choose to be that your entire life? It's okay. It's okay to be that for a bit. It's okay. You can. It sounds funny. You can be a grumpy bear as much as you want, but you are much more than a grumpy bear. Sorry, this like, I feel like I'm like just like really stretching this as far as I can. But anyways, choose to be much more than grumpy bear. Be the self-conscious grumpy bear that, again, gets curious about their emotions. This is the observation. Your observation, one of the best ways to be self-aware is to be curious. Oh, I'm feeling angry. Why am I feeling angry? Oh, well, this happened and this happened. Oh, weird. Wait a second. Am I angry because I actually care about something really deeply, but my expectations aren't being met and it's resulting in frustration? Oh, that's true. My anger is actually love in disguise. Okay, maybe if I can find a way to process that anger in a healthy way, be it through art, physical movement, communication, working with a professional therapist, whatever it may be, connecting with nature, hugging trees, go spend, if you're feeling pissed off, go take a walk in the woods and see how you feel afterwards. Sometimes that's all it takes. Go move your body, go shake, go dance. So again, I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. We've been taking a little bit longer on this than I planned. Side note, let's work on getting that Patreon sign up. As soon as we have that next Patreon sign up or that next Patreon upgrade, we'll get right into our next reading. So for anybody who's ready for that, go ahead and do that, and we'll keep working towards our Patreon goals. But yeah, keep dropping those 1111s with this if this resonates with you, because again, with this card, I think this card is a very, very powerful card that really does kind of, for me, remind me of just like a higher maturity of self-awareness, where in doing so, you are letting go of the things that no longer serve you. You're kind of like almost kind of like it's again, it's kind of the alchemical process. It's the calcination, the burning away of things that no longer serve you, and then the picking and choosing of the things that you do want to continue to keep, and then continuing to kind of like move forward from that as you continue to process and refine and crystallize towards this like the philosopher's stone, like the ideal version of yourself, the golden self. So how you get there is a result of self-observation, critical self-observation, inner reflection, contemplative observation. These are beautiful habits to be able to do. And then as a result of these, this is again the other big part of the card. When you're doing this self-observation, you're figuring out what is kind of like something that needs focus and what is something that is kind of superficial and can be dissolved. And then what does that make space for? And so that's where, again, as you continue to do the inner work, you're making room for you to be able to connect more in tune with your creative expression, with the magic of your inner child, with the practice of forming clear intentions of what it is that you are working towards. So this card goes hand in hand with, again, the creative process of that each and every single one of us is beginning to enact out and beginning to level up. So yeah, I'm not going to talk too much on this for much longer, but this card really does go hand in hand with us being able to fulfill our desires, and again, not just like superficial desires, but the desire to want to be able to help other people and to be the best version of ourselves and to continue to be the change in the world, and being able to develop much more mindfulness where things in the past that would have been very kind of like without thinking now become a regular thing that you approach with a higher degree of consciousness and self-awareness, and you're making a choice from a place within your heart that is also balanced with your mind, opposed to just an unconscious instinct. Really clear in space, making room for new creative energies, leveling up into who we are, being a great Jedi, cultivating that self-awareness, and yeah, learning to really get good at concentrating. This is a very, very powerful thing. Focus, follow one course until successful. Concentration is one of the most powerful things that you can cultivate for yourself, and you cultivate it as a result of kind of even just being aware of what things are taking up your concentration, and then figuring out what things don't need your concentration, and making sure that you're only giving concentration to the things that are really worth giving your concentration to. So I'm sure for each and every single one of us, even just right now, again, no shame, there's probably some things that are like in the back of your mind that have an aspect of your concentration. How would it feel if you were to be able to, again, kind of like resolve that, become self-aware, and then make the choice to be able to be like, yeah, you know what, that doesn't, like, I not to say it doesn't deserve my concentration, but I got other stuff I'm going to concentrate on. And then again, start focusing on that. Very powerful idea. This reading went way longer than I planned. You are what you do more of. So if you spend more time complaining about things that are out of your control, and again, kind of like repeating those cycles, you will do more of that. If you start doing more of something else, such as mindfulness, meditation, exercise, gratitude, journaling, hanging out with awesome community like this, then you will do more of that. There's a whole nother discussion there, but I'll just kind of say that again, just as a quick little tip. So in order to be able to help you do less of other things, start doing more of the things that you know are like going to support your journey and support your path, and just make a little bit of a habit of it. Join in for our team meditations, 10 a.m. EST, to be able to start your day. And side note, make sure you guys are joined into the Discord server and you can join our team meditations. Pinnock is leading tomorrow's team meditation. Anyways, I'm going to wrap it up there on this reading. Drop an 1111 if this resonates with you, if this is something where you're just like, whoa, I needed to hear this, or something, if it's a valuable reminder. Your concentration is so important, and your job is to become self-aware of where your concentration is divided and really pick and choose what you want to put your concentration on. Do not put your concentration on anything that you are not consciously putting your concentration on. If there are some things that you're unconsciously putting your concentration on, that's okay. That just means it's unconscious, and you're going to bring consciousness to it, and you're going to say, you know what? Frick you, I'm breaking up, or something like that. Sorry, that's a direct example. It could be like a friendship. Straight up, sometimes it looks like that, where it's just like, hey man, sorry, but you know what? I don't really feel like hanging out this weekend and doing the exact same thing that we've done for the past like X number of weekends or something like that. It happens that way. You can still be friends with people and not hang out with them. It's okay. You are not obligated to do things for other people just because you've done them 1,000 times before. Do what's best for you. 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 There, that's your message. All right. Drop an affirmation in the chat if this resonates with you. As we're doing this, team, all right, let's work on getting that next Patreon sign up. Again, this is either the last reading for tonight, or once somebody upgrades on Patreon or signs up for the Patreon, we'll keep doing it. I'll stick around here for a little while. Like, we'll literally, either someone's going to sign up really soon, or I'll be hanging out here with you guys for maybe, I don't know, hopefully not too long. And then we'll get right into the next reading as soon as somebody's ready to sign up for the Patreon. I'll talk more about that in a second. Affirmations in the chat. Go ahead and type an affirmation in the chat based on the message that came through to you, something that kind of reflects on the message, to tell your body that your mind was paying attention, thus integrating it into your soul consciousness, or something like that. Quick little affirmation. I will continue to cultivate the habit of being self-aware. When emotions arise within me, I will continue to meet them with curiosity and compassion. I will continue to refine my focus and concentration towards the things that will level up my personal journey and my ability to be able to help serve others. I am devoted and dedicated to being the best version of myself, while still being genuine and honest to any emotions as they arise, for they themselves are teachers, and I'm here to learn. Anyways, that's my little affirmation. Go ahead, write a little affirmation down in the chat based on what the message was that came through to you. Sheena, who again helped facilitate the reading for us. I am an alchemist of my own reality. I will transmute all my negative energy into positive for the greater good of all. Beautiful. Awesome. Thank you as well. Thank you, Christine. Thank you, Noel. You guys dropping the 1111s there. Glad to see that resonate with you. Go ahead, drop that affirmation. Again, like, I'm encouraging you. Like, even to the way that makes sense for you, like, I am like encouraging / and telling you, go ahead and write an affirmation. Or even if you're not writing in the chat, even just go ahead and think it, because it will help you. It will help you just kind of continue to be like, okay, yes, I got the message. So Rising Starseed says, I cultivate the garden of my mind and weed out thoughts that do not serve my highest good and examine them with curiosity and love. Beautiful. Well said, Starseed. Pinoaks, I am creating space to do what is best for my growth, taking action to fill my heart's needs. I am honoring my emotions with dedicated action. Awesome. Beautiful. Well said. Thank you again for those of you on TikTok. If you guys are on TikTok, go ahead and join the primary chat by clicking the link in my profile. Glad to see that some of you resonated. There were some comments there on TikTok about how they really appreciated that. So that's awesome. I appreciate you guys. All right, team. Any other affirmations, go ahead and leave those into the chat. I'm just going to take a quick little intermission as we just kind of hang out here while inviting in any new Patreon signups, or again, any Patreon upgrades for anybody who is tuned in here tonight. If you guys are brand new to our broadcast, you guys are welcome to connect further with our team by joining our Discord server. You can find the link in my profile in TikTok and Instagram. You can also find it in the video info on YouTube. That's where you can get the ongoing interactions with the team, and also the links for our team meditations that we do Monday to Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Pin Oaks is leading on Thursday morning. And also, again, when you join on my Patreon at the $11 contribution, that's where you can join as a leading member and get leading member access within the Discord, which gives you full access to our team chat, the ability to join on-air team podcasts, the ability to be able to join our creative work periods, to be able to help support you as a conscious media creator within our dope team of conscious media creators, the ability to work with me as your conscious media creation coach, and basically that, and items for our shop, discount for items for our shop. If you're thinking of signing up for the Patreon, go ahead and drop a 555 in the chat. Link again is in the info for this video. And again, let's get that first Patreon sign up for tonight, and we'll get right into this next reading as much as I can. Like, I'm good to be on here until about 12. So let's get as many Patreon signups as we can tonight, and also as many readings as we can in tonight. So thank you again, everyone, for joining in. I'm going to read a few more of those affirmations. And yeah, for those of you who are here for the first time, welcome. And yeah, I'm excited to be able to get into our next reading once we have that first Patreon sign up. Noel says, I am creating space to observe my internal world with compassion, curiosity, and joy. Awesome. Thank you, Noel. Kristen says, I should continue to process the evils I've met in our world and see our innate ability to overcome it. Very, very powerful. Thank you, Kristen, for sharing. Awesome. Christine, I am a vibrant, highly abundant wake-up fairy on a soul mission to quantum heal and awaken those who are ready to change with the grace and ease through love, laughter, and conscious dance. Well said. Thank you, Christine. Lisa, I create my world. I let go of things, the feelings, and the people that do not serve me. Chaos does not control me. Beautiful. Awesome. Great affirmations, guys. I really, really enjoyed those. And again, I'm just like, I love being able to read those out of air, because when we do the collective like that, it's like those affirmations, like we all get to kind of like hear them, right? So very, very good job, team. Awesome. Thank you to those of you who tuned in on TikTok. Thank you for joining yesterday. If you guys are tuned in, go ahead and click the link in my profile to be able to join in on YouTube for the rest of the team chat. And yeah, thank you guys so much. So again, what we're going to do here, I'm going to rest my voice. I'm having a good time. We've done 2 readings so far. The next reading we'll do will be once someone has signed up for the Patreon tonight, and or if someone upgrades their Patreon pledge, if you guys are already signed up for the Patreon. Again, long story short, Patreon is where you can join as a monthly contribution to be able to get further involved with our community as a leading member. My name is Brendan. I've been creating conscious media for over 10 years. I've worked in the professional industry. I'm an award-winning Canadian filmmaker. And when you join on my Patreon at the $11 a month or higher, that's where you can join as a leading member in our community. And that's where you can be a part of our team of conscious media creators. Right now, a big part of my goal is being able to help support people in developing their skills as conscious media creators. So thus we can help accelerate the shift in consciousness. And again, when you join at the $11 on my Patreon, you can join and get full access to our community team chat. Sorry, my voice is getting tired, you can tell. Full access to our team chat. The ability to join our weekly team podcasts on air, which are super dope and awesome. This Thursdays is on spiritual wisdom of ghosts and hauntings. So if you guys want to join on air for that, make sure you join the Patreon beforehand. And also, again, to be able to join in for our collaborative work periods where you learn about social media tactics. And again, to be able to work with me as your conscious media creation coach, where I can help you build your own Patreon and Discord and community to be able to help you with building your regenerative income and being able to help support you as a conscious creator. It is my objective, it is my mission passed on to me by the cosmos to be able to help over 100 fellow conscious media creators become self-sustained in doing what they do for a living. So if that's something where you're just like, yo, I would love to be a part of this team. I would love to be able to work with either myself or anybody else further. And again, just being able to hear the call to be able to help level up as a conscious media creator, then go ahead and join on our Patreon. It only takes about 5 minutes to be able to do that. And we'll stand by as we give people the opportunity to be able to join in on Patreon. So links in the info down below. You can see it on screen. We're currently at 224. And yeah, let's get that next Patreon signed up. If anything, if we get like, sometimes it happens where we're like on here and then we get like 3 Patreon signups in a row. Awesome. If you guys are tuned in on TikTok and you guys would like me to send you a direct message for our team of conscious media creators, if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and drop a 555 in the chat and I'll follow you back and I'll send you a DM a little bit later. So yeah, and thank you again to those of you plugging the Patreon in the chat. Pinnock says, seriously worth way more than $11 a month. Still not regretting missing missing a cup of coffee for this. Thank you, Pinox. Pinox, thank you so much. Your support is so appreciated. And yeah, you guys can think of it as a sliding scale. You guys can sign up at $11 if that works. You guys can sign up at $5 and be able to still get discounts for the item shop. Or you you can sign up at the higher levels. You can sign up at the $96 level and also get a private one-on-one session and also a special Lumerian Light Guardian crystal as well. So really, really awesome stuff there. Thank you again, everyone, so much. Thank you for your support in all forums. And yeah, we're just going to take a little bit of an intermission here as we give people a chance to be able to join in on Patreon. I hope to be able to get into another reading as soon as possible. And when you join on Patreon, you also get to be able to join in, you also get to be able to choose either for the next reading to use the deck of the Lightworker Oracle deck, the Sacred Spirit deck, or the Hero's Journey deck. So if you're thinking of signing up for the Patreon, do me a favor and drop a 555 in the chats. Only takes about 5 minutes to be able to get signed up, and contributions processed on the first of each month. And yeah, give me 2 seconds here as I just need to be able to rest my voice. And it's almost 11 o'clock, and I'll be able to stick around until 12-ish, give or take. So thank you guys so much for joining in. Awesome. Beautiful. All right, just give me a second here, just kind of like rest my voice. So awesome. All right, team, let's work on getting that first Patreon sign up. Or again, if anybody's ready to upgrade their Patreon pledge, you guys are welcome to do that. And again, joining in our Patreon, think of it as like an investment for yourself. If you're looking to surround yourself with a really, really cool team, then go ahead and join on the Patreon. Even if you're not like fully sure if you're going to be a conscious creator, still joining on air for the team podcast, getting access to the full team chat, it's still super cool way to be able to connect with a really, really awesome community of conscious creators and leaders. So awesome. Thank you, Starseed. Starseed says, sick value for $11 a month. Seriously, the Tribes Vide is the best around, and Brendan gives so many nuggets in everything he does. Thank you, Starseed. And again, yeah, the Patreon, you guys make this possible. So even if you're listening to this, know that it's my job to reach 260 on Patreon by this month. It's going to be a bit, it might be a bit of a stretch this month because I wasn't doing readings earlier in the month. But if you want to sign up for the Patreon later, by all means, you could literally sign up like a day after watching this. And again, contributions processed on the first of each month. And yeah, thank you again, everyone, so much for joining in. So if you guys are thinking of signing up for the Patreon, go ahead and drop a 555 if you'd like to be able to join as a leading member in our community. And go ahead and do that as we're just chilling out here. And we'll get into that next reading as soon as we have that next Patreon sign up. So huge shout out in advance to whoever's signing up for the Patreon tonight, because again, that just helps move the reading forward, and it's a reading for the entire team. It's a reading for the entire collective as well. So awesome. Sweet. Thank you guys so much again. Beautiful. All right, team, let's get that Patreon sign up. I'll just like dance until we get that Patreon sign up. And again, as we're doing this, we're creating the container just to be able to honor being able to work towards the goals on our Patreon. And so we're currently at 224, working towards our next milestone of 227. So again, we're not just doing tarot, we're building the team. And for those of you who resonate with what it is that we got going on, this is an awesome opportunity for you to be able to connect further. So for those of you on TikTok or Instagram, go ahead and find the Patreon link through my profile. You guys can sign up there. I'll give you a shout out as you sign up, and then you can help facilitate the next reading. Choose one of the extra deck for the Hero's Journey, the Lightworker Oracle, or the Sacred Spirit. And you can help us reach our goal of 227 on Patreon tonight. We'll see if we can reach that tonight, or maybe you guys will sign up later today, and I'll wake up to like new Patreon signups as well. And I think even just kind of curious, I'll just kind of check in with you guys, because I was planning on doing this eventually. For those of you who are here, so leading members, you guys will kind of understand what I'm talking about, because it's stuff that I've talked with you guys about. If you're interested in doing a private one-on-one tarot session or another variation of a one-on-one coaching call with me, that is something that eventually I'm going to be integrating into my Patreon at one of the higher levels. if that's something you're interested in, even just let me know. Just drop, like, if you're just like the idea of like doing a private one-on-one tarot session with as a higher tier within my Patreon, if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and drop a 222 in the chat, because I'm only going to have limited space for that. But normally my attention is primarily focused towards our leading members and doing the one-on-one sessions with my leading members, which again, they all get at the $11 value. But the idea of doing like private tarot specific coaching, I still like the idea of being able to do that. So I want to be able to offer that for the higher levels as well. So cool. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining in, and awesome, sweet, congratulations. We did just get a Patreon sign up. Thank you so much to Lisa, who is in the chat. Let's give a nice warm thank you to Lisa, who signed up at the $5 level on the Patreon. So Lisa, thank you so much. Again, at the $5 level, you'll get a discount code for the item shop. And that's where you can get the Light Guardian crystals, you can get the shift buttons, and also you can find the shirts. You don't get a discount for those, but you can still find those through the shop. And also like Auralite 23 wire wraps and other stuff there as well. Lisa, if you decide even just over the next few days that you want to be involved as a leading member, you're welcome to increase your Patreon pledge. And yeah, super excited to be able to just have more people involved in the community. You guys are dropping those 222s in the comments. I'll keep in touch with you guys, because again, that's going to be a limited thing, but I'm open to it because I'm helping other Patreon supporters use a similar format. It just depends on my time. My primary focus is making sure that our leading members have what they need. So, but I do like the idea of doing some additional tarot readings, especially again, if they're all ready for our leading members. So it naturally works. Cool, team. Let's get into our next reading. We've got time to be able to move through this. Let's keep on inviting more people into the Patreon. Lena, as we're getting ourselves ready, go ahead and let me know what deck you would like to be able to use. And go ahead, everybody, and give a nice thank you and welcome to Lena as well, who joined at the $5 level on Patreon. Lena, what deck would you like to use? The Hero's Journey deck, the Sacred Spirit deck, or the Lightworker Oracle deck? Or if you did want to choose the attrition, we did the Ananda, we already did 2 readings for these. So I would encourage one of these ones. Hero's Journey, Sacred Spirit, Lightworker Oracle deck. Go ahead, Lena, let us know in the chat. And again, thank you again to Lena and everybody here. Thank you for also just forwarding the gratitude towards Lena as well. And let's get right into our next reading once Lena has decided. And I'm going to update the on-screen graphics. Awesome. Yeah, for those of you who might be interested in like the private one-on-one sessions with me, stay tuned. I'll let you guys know, but even just send me a direct message if you want like dibs on that, and you can be one of the first people. So and again, that would be at a higher level. That would be like a monthly session with me at a higher level on the Patreon. Maybe I'll do private DM spiritual coaching. I don't know, guys. I'll have to decide, because again, right now my private DM coaching is focused for our leading members, but that's in the context of conscious media creation. But yeah, I'm always open. I'm always open to being able to feel what's needed. All right. Yeah, for any of you who dropped the 222, just send me a DM on one of the platforms as a reminder. Okay. All right. We're going to do Hero. What are we doing? Hero's Journey. Perfect. All right. Let's do Hero's Journey. I love it. All right, team. Let's get right into this reading, and let's keep an eye on the next Patreon sign up. Again, guys, I only have until 12 p.m. So if we can move through this one, if we can get another Patreon sign up as we're doing this, and then we'll go right into the next reading, I'll still give you guys as much conscious inspiration and value. If we can do it swiftly, we can get in maybe even 3 more readings. So let's reach our goal of 227 on Patreon tonight. I am very confident that that's possible. So let's do that. So if you guys are ready to, again, sign up for the Patreon or upgrade your Patreon pledge, only takes about 5 minutes to be able to sign up, join as a leading member in our community, do it as an investment for yourself. Sign up on my Patreon as a way to be able to say like, fuck yes. Like, can I get a hello there to being able to say yes to the things you care about within reality? And thank you for caring not just about what I'm doing, but what we're doing as a team. This tarot broadcast is sponsored to you by energy drinks that I bought at the gas station. I don't know. It gives me a buzz. It's either that or cold coffee and cold green tea. I'm fueled up and ready to go. But most of all, the most important thing that I'm fueled up on is your guys' love. I don't know. I just like imagining like some sort of like corny music in the background as I said that. Anyways, team, let's get right into this next reading. Lena, if you're ready, go ahead and let me know. For everybody here, join us in for this little meditation. For those of you on TikTok or Instagram, click the link in my profile to be able to join in on YouTube. Let's work on getting that next Patreon sign up. Again, if you're ready to sign up for the Patreon, you can do this after. You can do this right now, but I would just wait for a minute after the meditation, and you'll help facilitate the next reading. Lena is ready, so for everybody here, we're gonna do a little meditation. And Liza, sorry, there we go. I was combining two names there. Liza, what we'll do here, we'll just do a little bit of a meditation. I'll drop us into our heart space, focus on gratitude, focus our attention on the intention, show us what we need to see. And then from there, we will invite you, Liza, to be able to take a few more extra breaths, listen to your intuition, and then type now into the chat. Everybody else, you guys are going to gently open your eyes and type your wizard noises in the chat. We'll walk you through it. So, all right, team, here we go. All right, for everybody here, go ahead and gently close your eyes. Taking this moment here to gently just breathe, connecting with our breath. Straighten up your posture, open up your chest, relax your shoulders. Breathing here and just bringing your awareness into your heart, to bringing your awareness to gratitude. For Liza and for everybody here, just focusing on gratitude. Gratitude for this awesome team, this beautiful community of shifters, light workers, light guardians, people who are intentionally helping assist with the shift in consciousness. Gratitude for the messages we are here to receive. Gratitude for yourself for showing up. With this gratitude in your heart, we'll focus our attention on the intention. Show us what we need to see. For Liza and for everybody here, focusing on that intention. Show us what we need to see. We being the collective, we being the team, we being the individual. Continuing to focus on that intention. Show us what we need to see. For everybody here, speak with your heart. Speak with your mind. Speak with your words. Speak with your soul. Liza, when you are ready, go ahead and gently take a few more breaths, listen to your intuition, and when you are ready, open your eyes and type now into the chat. For everybody else, take a few more breaths. When you are ready, open your eyes and type your wizard noises in the chat. Hero's Journey deck. This is a big one. Here we go. And so, as we charge this deck with the magic of love, we will bring forth the wisdom from above. For that which is outside is always within, and we will unlock the secrets that have been there to help us begin to reconnect with the magic in the rhythm of our heart, to be able to remind each other of the power of our art. For alchemists and wizards, for we are pristine, here to be able to help awaken the dreamers within the dream. Breathing into this space as we hold this breathing into this place as we hold this space for Liza to be able to type now into the chat, and we will see what message the universe has. I'm like reading your guys like wizard noises in the chat, so go ahead, drop those wizard noises. And so as the light shines from within, we will see what has always been as the magic continues to awaken. For us, this has truly continued to bring forth as we continue to dream, as we continue to realize that all is not as it seems. And as Liza types now into the chat, whoa, that card's jumping out there. We shall see what card the universe has. Beautiful. Awesome. Okay. All right. I am digging this card. The card that we have pulled for Liza, but for everybody here, this reading is for you too. The card that we have pulled for the team is card number 8, Dream Sanctuary. Oh, I forgot to do the Zelda music. Da-na-na-na. Card number 8, Dream Sanctuary. Go ahead, take a look at that image there. We'll read a little bit from the book Thank you again, everyone, for joining in. Let's get right into this reading. Let's get that next Patreon sign up or that next Patreon upgrade as soon as possible. If anybody here, if you guys like want dibs on that one-on-one reading with me that I'm going to open up, that's going to be available at the $96 level. So if you guys really want in that, you guys could upgrade to the 96, and I'll send you guys a Lumerian Light Guardian Crystal as like a bonus. That may change. That offer might not be there for too long. But if anybody, if for those of you who dropped a 222, if you want like a mega upgrade, if you're gonna do it later, maybe you might as well just do it now, and then you guys can book that first spot for my future one-on-one readings that I'll be doing again for you guys, which I love doing. I've done a bunch of them in the past, but doing the team ones has also been a big part of the focus as well. All right, team, let's get into this next reading. Let's get into being able to learn a little bit more about the message that has come through with this card. For those of you on TikTok or Instagram, click the link on my profile, join in on YouTube. For those of you who are ready to join in on Patreon, you can do that as you're listening. For everybody here, again, this message is for you. So let's get right into this next reading. After this one, let's get as many as we can fit in before I have to jet at 12. So focus in here. For everybody here, let's talk about this. Card number 8, Dream Sanctuary. So just visually explaining this beautiful image, you can see this figure of this female being kind of in the middle of this spiral, like the spiral of life and light is kind of like coming from her very being. She is one with the spiral. Very different art style than you can see from the previous deck. These beautiful kind of like oranges and browns, again, very dream-ish, with this beautiful luminescent light almost kind of like behind them, but also at the heart of it's very, very beautiful. Like, it would obviously be kind of seen. It almost looks like they're like on the inside of a wave. Anyways, that's just the literal kind of like visual explanation of the image. Not getting too much into the deciphering, but we'll do that as we go. So thank you again, everyone, for joining in. Let's work on getting that next Patreon sign up or Patreon upgrade. If you guys are here, this message is for you. Thank you so much. As I'm reading this, if anything I say resonates, drop an 1111 in the chat, and also prepare to write out an affirmation based on the message of this card. Here we go. Card number 8, Dream Sanctuary. Attend to the simple things. This is a quote by Bruce Norton. At dusk, we encountered an elderly lady and her beagle biking toward us. Teetering along on a walking stick, she wore a motoring cap and clutched a bunch of wildflowers. I said hello and asked her where she was going. She replied in Welsh, some language that it's like written in Welsh. I can't pronounce that. If I were to try to, it would be reading Union Birded. It sounds like Swedish if you're Swedish chef. We looked to Erica for a translation. She said, I am already there. So again, rereading that, found an old lady hiking. She was motoring along and clutched a bunch of wildflowers, asked her where she was going, and she said, I am already there. Basically saying, I am already here. This, didn't I literally say that earlier? I'm like, be where you are. And that's what this old lady is doing. She's like, where are you going? I'm already there. Like, because there is here in sense of being present. All right, let's read a little bit more into this. That's just like they always have a little quote at the beginning of that, just as like a little bonus thing. Here's the main core message. Message. Your sleep zone is your dream sanctuary, and yet you take it with you wherever you roam. In fact, you are a dream sanctuary. You are a dreamer. And your presence provides a sanctuary for you and for everyone who approaches you on the path of life. Your dream zone is the orbit in which you spin, dance, live, and love. Attend to the simple things to ensure harmonious flow in all your relationships, and you will sleep and awaken each day with a smile on your lips. Reread that again. Attend to the simple things to ensure harmonious flow in all your relationships, and you will sleep and awaken each day with a smile on your lips. Take inventory of anyone you need to forgive or to whom you owe amends. Identify the attachments and behaviors you'd be better off dropping and release them. Resolve clutter in your bedroom, around your nightstand, at home, and at work. Make room for success, happiness, prosperity, and brilliant ideas to swoop in and embrace you unencumbered. Dream symbol, the bedroom. Your bedroom is the place in a house where the veil between worlds is the thinnest. It represents your ability to connect to both the physical and the metaphysical, i.e., to dreams and waking reality. Dreams of your bed, your bedroom, often symbolize your most vulnerable, authentic, transparent, and sensual self. This dream may be a message to indulge in a much needed break from the intensity of your hero's journey, so you can reemerge refreshed, invigorated, energized, awake, and ready to be the hero you came here to be. Mantra: I am safe and free to energetically and physically to be energetically and physically naked in my bedroom and beyond. I like that mantra. Don't we all, right? Anyways, let's dive a little bit deeper in this. Right before we do that, huge shout out. We actually did just have a new Patreon sign up. Thank you so much to Eliza. I'm not 100% sure if Eliza's back in the chat yet. Give it a couple seconds. Once Eliza's back in the chat, we'll give her a nice big thank you. And again, thank you so much to everyone for being here. Let's get, again, we'll keep an eye. If we can reach 227 tonight, mission accomplished. So I think we can reach 227 tonight. Let's just focus in on this reading, and then we'll get right into the next reading for Eliza. So thank you so much, team. You guys are doing awesome. Let's keep going here. This is a beautiful, beautiful card and a beautiful, beautiful message. And again, I think if you were paying attention to the previous readings that we had, the 3 of Cups and the 8 of Swords, and again, even just with this one, this really dials in this consistent theme of being able to not only remind us of the importance of creating the sacred space that will help us incubate a deeper connection with our dreams, with our dream self, and with the message that is coming through our dreams. So with this card, it really reminds us that as multidimensional beings, we are essentially radar dishes or antennas, and we have to make sure that we're cleaning the gunk off of our antenna so that we can receive the clearest signal possible. And when we are receiving the clearest signal possible, when we are in alignment, when we are taking care of the little things, when we are focusing on the little relationships, when we are paying attention to the little details, we will realize that this is literally a very real thing, where we begin to arrive into this place in our life of eternal, or just kind of like consistent happiness, like consistent joy on a really, really deep level. So joy isn't something that is literally just created as a result of accumulating more things. It's more so something that is an accumulation of all of the little things that are already within your life. So with this, it's really inviting us to, again, like before, become aware of the energy that is not really serving us. In the same way you would physically clean your bedroom to be able to help create the incubation for you to be able to connect more with your dreams, you're doing so within your physical space. It's a powerful idea. And again, what I'll say right here, like this is a big paradigm shift. This could literally change someone's life just by me reminding you. See yourself as like a sacred temple, and you are responsible for the energies that enter into and out of your space. And so if people are walking around with muddy shoes and leaving shit all over your temple, it's your responsibility to be able to say, hey, look, I'm going to clean things up here. And you're either going to give them, again, permission to leave or permission to change if you feel it's relative. But again, from this perspective, it's a very, very powerful idea of understanding that, again, you know, the universe is constantly bringing us messages, is constantly showing up through our dream space, is constantly showing up through everyday intuitive awareness. And when we have less things kind of cluttering our radar dish, less dust on the lens of our heart, then again, in doing so, it allows us to develop a clearer signal with this intuitive awareness, with this creative channel. So this is a very, very powerful idea that, you know, for a lot of us, it's just something that develops as a bit of a habit. But once you create it as a habit, it completely changes your life. So this is, I think, something that for each and every single one of us, just to be able to see the correlation between how are you practicing your relationship with your dreams? Because I think how you're practicing your relationship with your dreams right now is also going to be a reflection of how you're practicing your relationship with your life, so to speak. And not to say everyone needs to be able to focus full time on their dreams all the time, but you can approach the practice of focusing on your dreams as a holographic practice for you to focus on the rest of the aspects of your life. Clean your room, clean your room. This is a message. I like how this is like literally the message of your card. It's like, clean your goddamn room. Like, that's literally, you guys know that's like an ongoing meme with me where I'm like, you want to know the secret to lucid dreaming? Here's the secret: clean your goddamn room. It seriously is. But again, with this, I think with this idea that when we understand that how we do one thing is how we do everything, is a very important way of being able to become more self-aware of the little relationships within our life, of the little things that may kind of be like adding up, of the little knots that may need undoing. So one of the things that I think is quite a very powerful meditative way of being able to see part of your journey is to imagine that, like, we've all, this was something that was passed on to me by a very wise man who was passed on to him by another very wise man. Imagine your life or your mind or your karma or your dharma as being like this like rope that's kind of knotted, like it's kind of in multiple knots. And what you're doing is you are literally just kind of sitting with one knot at a time, and you're just kind of playing with that one knot, and then you're gently undoing that knot. And then you're going to find another knot, you're going to sit with it, you're just going to kind of play with it for a bit, and then you're going to undo that knot. See what I'm getting at? And then you kind of do this bit by bit by bit. This is literally like a very powerful self-reflective meditation where you go into a meditative state and you kind of wait for those knots to arise and be like, oh yeah, there's one. There's a wounded belief. Okay, let's sit with that for a little bit. And you kind of bring some awareness to it, bring some compassion to it. And then it becomes, again, just kind of like unknotted. You do this enough. This is, again, essentially you taking care of the little things, the little relationships, the little things that have just kind of been like lingering and building into this knot ball. But if you continue to bring awareness to them through the process of self-reflection, not only are you allowing yourself to just get more clear on who you are by realizing what you're not, but again, it clears out energy that makes space for new energy to be able to enter. Straight up, like, this is kind of the way how it works. Your cup can only hold so much. So right now, if your cup's full and the universe has some like super dope inspirational energy to be able to come your way, it may not be able to kind of like enter into your reality until you have emptied some of your cup, until you have literally made space for that new energy to flow. Again, it's like water. Energy flows where there's kind of an empty void. So when you clear space through changing the habits, developing more awareness, cleaning your room, becoming much more conscious of the relationships that you have in your everyday life, this makes the space for the new energy that will really be much more in alignment with your dreams, with your passions, with your purpose, with your destiny, with your dharma, to be able to enter. So the micro and the macro here, and I'm just going to wrap this up. And again, if this resonates with you guys, drop those 1111s in the chat and begin to write out an affirmation. We're going to get right into our next reading. And we'll see if we can get an extra reading in just with time-wise right now. So yes, bring more awareness to your dream practice and realize that your dream practice benefits from the simple practice of cleaning your room. Understand that your reality is one big giant dream process where you are cleaning the metaphysical and the metaphorical room that you exist as and in through your everyday relationships, through your relationships between your environment, to your own emotions, to the thoughts, to the people around you, what you're surrounding yourself with. And when you really kind of become aware of what energy isn't the energy you want and bringing in more of the energy that is, it allows a much clearer space to incubate the lessons and the wisdom that are coming through the universe. 100%. If you clean your room, like, that's the thing, like, cleaning your room is a holographic practice to clean the mind. This is like, again, no shame. If your room's dirty, that's okay. But if your room's dirty, that probably means that your mind is cluttered. Like 100%. Like, and again, no shame. But that's why, again, when you literally clean your room, you'll notice it actually makes your mind feel better. You are, like, paradigm shift here for everybody. You are literally your environment. There, if you think about it from like that oneness perspective, there is no separation between between yourself and your environment, between yourself and your room, between yourself and your house. What your house is, what your room is like, is literally an extension of you. Therefore, when you clean the outer, it helps you clean the inner because it brings you more into alignment with this overall narrative. You may be like, again, like, just see what it feels like if you're just like, I'm doing the inner work. I'm cultivating self-awareness. I'm kicking butt. I'm doing all this thing, but I'm just going to let my room get really, 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 really dirty at the same time. Like that doesn't really add up. I mean, you could, not to say it's not possible. You could totally even do that just to be able to challenge yourself, but you practice the art of cleaning your room and incubating that sacred space for your dreams as a way to holographically bring that habit into the rest of your life, into the other aspects of your life. Your reality is your dream sanctuary. And through this sanctuary of, and again, sanctuary is again being able to create something with intention, something that is made to be able to bring in a specific energy. So bring in not just the energy of the dream, but the energy of consciousness by attending to the simple things is a big message here of this card. And creating, again, clearing the dirt off your radar dish, clearing the gunk out of your river, and allowing the space for more of this clear energy to come through. You will remember your dreams better if you clean your room. You will be able to receive more inspiration if you clean your room. You will be able to bring yourself into more of a motivated, mindful state if you clean your room, and not just clean your room, but again, clean the metaphysical and metaphorical room that is your sacred temple, that is your sacred energy, that is your sacred relationships between yourself and the reality around you. So beautiful, beautiful card for us to be able to receive, really inviting us to be able to wake up as dreamers within this shared dream. If this resonates with you, go ahead and drop an 1111 in the chat and write out an affirmation based on this message. I'm just going to take a moment here to be able to breathe, and I'll share with you guys an affirmation. Thank you so much, everyone. This has been an awesome evening here. We're going to get right into our next reading in a second, and we're just going to read some of the affirmations in the chat. And again, let's work on getting another Patreon sign up, and then we'll reach our goal of 227 on Patreon tonight. And that will either be the last reading, or I might be able to squeeze in an extra one. Reading some of the comments in the chat, just seeing if there's any affirmations. I'm just kind of reading over. Awesome. So again, affirmations. Go ahead and leave an affirmation in the chat. All right. Affirmation. I like it. Seriously, I encourage you guys to leave an affirmation, because it's going to basically tell your body that your mind was listening, which helps you embody it into your soul. It helps you make sure that you got the message here. So quick little affirmation. I will continue to cultivate self-awareness towards being able to help incubate the practice of my dream habits, of my dream yoga, through the process of being able to attend to the little things, to be able to tidy the space, both physically and energetically, within my sacred temple of my immediate reality. I am open as a channel for the creative inspiration, bliss, message, and guidance that I receive through my dreams and through the infinite channel of creative source energy that flows through me at all times. There, that's my little affirmation there. Go ahead, team, drop some affirmations down in the chat. Doesn't have to be like big and long-winded like what I just did, but even if you just want to say it to yourself, or if you want to write it in the chat, go ahead. A comment on TikTok. Clipper says, I will continue to be more consistent. Beautiful, beautiful, wonderful affirmation there. Anybody else want to leave an affirmation, go ahead and do that in the chat. We'll read those there, and then we'll get right into our next reading. Christine says, if you're not moving forward on your life path, you can get rear-ended in your car. As an alert from the spirit guides, your car is a representation of you. Right. Again, that was an affirmation, just again reading the comment there. Absolutely, your room, your house, your car are all energetic versions of your body and mind, 100%. So beautiful. Go ahead, team, leave those affirmations in the chat. We'll get right into reading a couple of those as they appear. And Eliza, go ahead and let us know if you are in the chat, and I will again invite you to be able to choose what deck you would like to be able to use. So Eliza, if Eliza is in the chat, I just need to confirm that, or no, sorry, wait, hold on, am I confusing myself? Okay, there's Lisa, who just helped us facilitate the first reading, and then we have Eliza, who just joined in on the $11 level. Eliza, if you are in the chat, go ahead and let us know Rachel Eliza. Okay, I think I see. Okay, state the obvious. Perfect. Rachel, go ahead and let us know what deck you would like to be able to use next. If you would like to use the Sacred Spirit deck, the Lightworker Oracle deck. These two we haven't done yet, so honestly, I would encourage you to choose one of those, or the Hero's Journey deck, or the Ananda Tarot deck, which is the one we started off with. I would encourage you to choose one of these two, the Sacred Spirit or the Lightworker Oracle deck, just because we haven't done one of those yet tonight. other affirmations in the chat as we get ready to move into this next reading. And again, we'll do a little meditation and invite everybody in, and we'll work towards getting that extra Patreon sign up so we can reach our goal of 227 tonight. Affirmations. Rising Starseed, I keep the energy in my sacred temple clean, clear, and tidy in my physical surroundings and in all of my relationships with others, and make space for more pure positive energy to flow. Beautifully said, Rising Starseed. 100%. That's a great way of being able to crystallize the message there. Pin Oaks, I am clearing my physical space as a reflection of my energetic space, maintaining healthy intentions of dream practice to learn and grow within realms. Awesome. Very well said, Kristen, as well. Wonderful. All right. Let's see. Sacred Spirit deck. We're going to do the Sacred Spirit deck. Beautiful. Awesome. Thank you so much, Eliza. Everyone here, go ahead and give a nice welcome to Eliza Rachel in the chat. And again, Eliza joined at the $11 level on Patreon, so welcome them in. If you're Eliza, if you're interested in joining as a leading member, send me a direct message on Instagram. If we're on Instagram, or comment somewhere on my TikTok if we're on one or the other, or message me through Patreon, either way, or post in the Discord to be able to let me know and just be like, hey, this is Eliza, I joined as a leading, or I joined at the $11 level, and let us know if you'd like to be involved as a leading member. And again, that will give you full access to our private community team space, the ability to get involved with our team of conscious media creators, join on air for our weekly team podcast, access to me as a conscious media creation coach. Again, when you join on the Patreon, worth way more than $11, but we're here to be able to help support you guys as conscious creators and grow our super dope, awesome team. So again, for anybody here, if you're not already and you're thinking of signing up for the Patreon, now would be a wonderful time to be able to do it. We're going to get into this next reading, and then I got time for like one more reading after this, as we get another person signed up for the Patreon. So when you sign up for the Patreon as we're doing this broadcast, you'll get to help facilitate the next reading, choose which deck you want to use, and also, again, to be able to join as a leading member in our community to get the benefits that I just mentioned a moment ago. So if you're a fan of my work, if you want to be able to join a super dope, awesome team of conscious media creators, if you've been like, it's straight up, if you are a conscious media creator and you're just like, wow, I wish there was a team of conscious media creators, and you're synchronistically here, then congratulations, because the signal's been put out for a reason. So if you're ready to sign up for the Patreon, even just let us know. Drop a 555 in the comments. It's a $11 contribution. Think of it as like a gym membership. It's a super dope way not only to support me, but for you to be able to get support for yourself, and again, to be able to have all the benefits to support you as a conscious media creator. But even if you're just like, hey, you know what, maybe you're just like a big fan of my work, you can still sign up for the Patreon even just because, and you don't have to like join in as a leading member. So whatever works for you. If you're thinking of signing up for the Patreon tonight, drop a 555 in the chat, and let's get right into our next reading. So again, this will either be the last reading for tonight, or if there's one more Patreon as we're doing this, we'll get one more reading after this, because I have to leave at 12. So I'm definitely, I'm feeling it. Like, I'm confident that somebody else is ready to sign up for the Patreon, and that will help us reach our little mini milestone goal of 227. And again, it's my job to reach 260 on Patreon before the end of the night. Like, I gave myself that job. The universe gave me that job. So we'll reach as much as we can to be able to reach 260 by the end of the month. Did I say reach 260 by the end of the night? I think that's what I said. Reach 260 by the end of the month. So thank you again, everyone. We're here to do tarot. We're here to build a team. And yeah, we're here to have some more fun. So we're going to do a quick little meditation here. Thank you again, everyone. Go ahead and get yourself comfortable and get ready to meditate. Sending out those signals. Pew, 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 pew. All right, let's do a quick little meditation. We'll get right into this reading. Using the Sacred Spirit deck. We haven't used this deck yet tonight. I love this deck. All right, so if you're here, stick around. Add your energy to this meditation. Again, Eliza, for everybody here, Eliza, we're gonna lead you through this meditation with the team. For everybody, we're gonna drop ourselves into our heart space, focus on gratitude, focus on the intention, show us what we need to see. And then Eliza, you're gonna take a few more breaths, listen to your intuition, and then type now in the chat. We'll walk you through it. For everybody else, you guys will open your eyes and type your wizard noises in the chat. Awesome. All right, thank you again, everyone. Let's do this little meditation together. When you're ready, gently close your eyes. And as you breathe here, just taking some nice, big, gentle breaths, as much as you need. Soft, gentle inhales. And soft, gentle exhales. Just gently breathing here as you straighten up your posture, open up your chest, relax your shoulders. Gently putting your heart on your chest if you choose. As you do this, just bring yourself into the space of gratitude. Gratitude for this team, gratitude for the messages we are about to receive, gratitude for yourself. With gratitude in our heart, we'll focus our intention towards the intention of show us what we need to see. We being the collective, we being the individual, we being the team. This super awesome team of shifters, light workers, light guardians, people helping assist with the shift in consciousness. Continuing to focus on this intention, show us what we need to see. For Eliza and for everybody else here, speak that intention with your heart, speak it with your mind, speak it with your words, speak it with your soul. Eliza, when you're ready, take a few more breaths, listen to your intuition, and gently open your eyes and type now into the chat. For everybody else, listen to your intuition, continue to open your eyes and type your wizard noises in the chat while focusing on that intention. Show us what we need to see. And I'm going to charge the deck, and away we go. Here we go. And for those of you, drop your wizard noises in the chat if I somehow didn't say that. Wizard noises, here we go. And so, do you hear the whispers on the wind that continue to remind us of what we have always been? For we are family and we are tribe, for we are here to spread our wings and fly high. Zoom, 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 woo, 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 woo. As we continue to awaken the superpowers within our heart, we will continue to change this world through the magic of our art. For we are heartists and magi and wizards supreme. We are the Jedi that are here to transform this dream. For we will lead from a place of humility and purpose. For we will continue to wake others throughout the surface of this land within this dream. Kazoo, wiggity, wiggity, bloop, 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 a wop, wop, a kazoobity, zoobity, zoop. That's me reading your guys' comments, by the way. As we continue to awaken within this dream, we will see that there is more than what we have once thought there might have been. Joo, 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 zibbity, zibbity, zip, wop, 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 wop. Wop, 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 wop. Sounds like a dubstep mix. And as we continue to hold space within our heart, we will pull forth a message and see what is written on the cards. Zoo, 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 zoo. And so as Rachel types now within the chat, there it is. We shall see what message the universe has. Oh my god, it's our favorite card. For those of you who have tuned in before, you guys know what card it probably is. But for those of you who are brand new, you'll enjoy this one as well. The card that we have pulled with Rachel helping facilitate, but again, for everybody here, is card number 5. Cosmic Space Turtle, Between Worlds, New Directions. The Cosmic Space, the infamous Cosmic Space Turtle card. For those of you who have been here before, you're just like, it's a space turtle again. Like, we've got this card a couple times, but it's cool. Every time we do the reading, it's always gonna be like a little bit different. So, all right, team. Let's go through this reading, and let's get one more reading after this by having another person join up onto the Patreon. So if you guys are ready to join on the Patreon, links in the YouTube chat, infos in the YouTube video, links in my profile. For those of you on TikTok and Instagram, you can also join in on YouTube. Let's read into this one, and let's get that next Patreon sign up ready to go so that we can get right into another reading after this before I have to jet out to go do some other stuff. So awesome. You guys are excited about the Cosmic Space Turtle. So again, quick shout out. Artwork in this deck is done by our friend Lewis Dyer. Lewis Dyer is one of our members within the community. You can actually find buttons that we have available through the shop with his art on it. Super, super awesome member. And again, you've probably seen, you've seen his art before. A lot of, it's been around. Super, super psychedelic stuff. So just a quick shout out to our buddy Lewis Dyer. All right, team, let's talk about the Cosmic Space Turtle here. If you guys are also, again, signing up for the Patreon as you're tuned in, or if anybody else is ready to upgrade their Patreon pledge, go ahead and drop a 555 in the chat. Let us know. And again, for those of you who are interested in the private one-on-one sessions, upgrade to one of my higher levels. Even if you feel like you want to upgrade to like one of like the 60 something dollar levels, you guys, I can throw in like a special offer just for this broadcast where even if you sign up for the $60 level, I'll still give you the value of the $96 level in terms of like the reading and stuff like that. We'll talk more about that later for anybody else who's feeling the call, but for now, let's just focus on this reading. Thank you so much, Eliza. Again, if you are here, this message is for you. Cosmic Space Turtle, Between Worlds, New Directions. So, beautiful image here of this cute little cosmic space turtle, and he's got rainbow colors on him, and he's kind of got like Fibonacci spirals swirling around him. This beautiful energy of ocean that they are in, just like lots of even just kind of like Fibonacci spirals and sacred geometry. And yeah, just an adorable little face there. So again, just literally explaining the image on it. I think you guys get the gist of it. It's a cute little cosmic space turtle. So let's read a little bit more about it. If you're here, this message is for you. So again, team, this will be the last reading for tonight, unless we have somebody else signed up for the Patreon as we're still on air, and then we'll get into that next reading as soon as we can. So if you guys are ready to do that, go ahead. Everybody here, stick around. This message is for you. Card number 5, Between Worlds, Life Transition, New Directions. If anything I say resonates with you, drop an 1111 in the chat, and also prepare to write out an affirmation based on the message of this card. The ancient soul of the sea turtle travels on many journeys throughout its physical life. The hard shell of the turtle is its home and protection. Across many religious and cultural groups, turtles can be viewed as good or bad omens. They are often visualized as the bridge between heaven and earth and the guiding spirit that supports the world and its people. Turtles are independent travelers, always pushing forward in new directions. The nature of the sea turtle encourages exploration and experimentation at a steady pace. Patience is needed now as you encounter new opportunities that will directly affect your life decisions. While the turtle represents the patience of life and waiting for the right time, you are encouraged not to wait too long. Right now, you are feeling energetically blocked, physically stagnant, or feeling stuck, or in between decisions that could take you left or right, leaving you worrying if you will make the wrong decision. Everything comes in divine direction with the turtle totem. Try to avoid waiting too long to seize opportunities if they present themselves while the current momentum is present. Being in the right place at the right time is essential for the turtle. Be patient but assertive. A new change in career path, living arrangements, and residential location are possible now. Your home is your sanctuary. Ensure a physically clean and decluttered atmosphere for relaxation and wellness. I told you every card relates. It's literally like talking about the previous card in this card. Your home is your sanctuary. Ensure a physically clean and decluttered atmosphere for relaxation and wellness. Pay close attention to where you direct or channel your personal energy, as you can be led down opposing paths. Travel and long journeys can be favorable now, including physical and spiritual quests. Go with the flow, enjoy the journey, and trust in the process of life. Ultimately, just like the sea turtle, you may need to surrender, let your spirit wander, and drift within the sea of life to find your direction. Shadow aspect, irresponsible actions, financial mismanagement. Sacred crystal, essential quartz. Angel assistance, archangel, Suriel, knowledge of life cycles. Affirmation, I trust in the flow of life. I am safe and protected in soul's sacred journey. Beautiful. Give me 2 seconds here. Seeing those 1111s in the chat. Thank you again, everyone, so much for your engagement. A reminder, if you guys are tuned in on TikTok, go ahead and click the link in my profile, join in on YouTube, make sure you're subscribed there for future content. And again, what we're going to do, we're just going to kind of expand on the message here. So, Between Two Worlds, Life Transition, New Direction, Cosmic Space Turtle. Whoa! So, this is a really, really powerful card to be able to receive. And I think the messages here are something that are always worth value, that are always valuable to be able to be reminded of. One of the things that I've learned from my own experience is this idea that, again, you know, there will be periods in your life where it feels like you're kind of in between things. during those times, those are not moments where it's just like nothing's happening within my reality. Like, what the freaking frick. Those are valuable times to be able to say what is happening within your reality is the opportunity for you to begin focusing on yourself. So when you're kind of between those chapters, one of the best ways to be able to bring that next chapter into your reality is literally to spend time working on your home, to spend time working on your turtle shell, to spend time working on yourself while still being self-aware, to be able to acknowledge as the opportunities arise. As you cultivate more of a self-awareness within your own heart and within your own mind, you will be able to become more in tune with synchronistic opportunities as they present themselves to you within your reality, because you're also becoming very clear on what it is that you want and what it is that you want to continue to align with. So there will be certain things that may show up into your reality, and it may be something that's like perfect alignment with you, but unless you make that conscious choice, it could be something where there could be an opportunity that may come and may pass. Now, however, there is the very powerful idea that whatever is meant for you, will come for you. So there may be times later in the past where you may have felt like there was an opportunity that you missed. If that opportunity was meant for you, it will come back around once again. And the next time it comes around, you'll be able to acknowledge it with more conscious awareness, because you'll remember what it was like when you missed it the first time. Sometimes that happens. It's not always going to be relative. If something doesn't come around, that means there's something better waiting for you. So this is where it's a very powerful card to be able to remind ourselves that each and every single one of us, every relationship prepares us for the next one, whatever that relationship may be. So when you think of this, even from the perspective of like a romantic relationship, this really relates to this idea of, when you're between relationships, it feels like you're between two worlds. And so rather than just going out there and trying just to like swim as fast as your little turtle arms can in order to be able to find that next world, what you want to be able to do is ride on the ocean current of the universal flow, and to bring yourself into alignment with that next relationship as a result of working on yourself. That next relationship won't arrive literally just X number of days later, just because that relationship, or whatever circumstance it is, not just romantic relationship of any sort, will arrive within your life when you are ready for it. So in that sense, that actually gives you much more control. That actually gives you much more ability to be able to help orchestrate your life. Where again, with this card, it really encourages us to be able to strike while the iron is hot, to be able to seize opportunities as they present themselves while the momentum is present, to be able to bring ourselves into new levels of self-awareness, so that again, as we're cleaning ourselves on the inside, as we're taking care of cleaning our physical space, our room, our physical habits, our body, it's the basic things. I talk about this all the time. If you're on your spiritual path, the most important things that you can focus on are the basic things, because they'll holographically affect the rest of how you show up for other aspects of your life. Pay attention to your sleep, your diet, exercise, sunlight, water, and surrounding yourself with meaningful community and meaningful social interactions. Those are the things that are important. So if you're just sitting there where you're just like, I'm between two worlds and I'm just going to sit here and complain until that next reality shows up, the next reality that's going to show up for you may be one that's kind of like not fully in alignment with your highest growth, but perhaps teaching you a lesson to be able to say, you know what, like, see how this didn't really feel like it satisfied what was inside of you? That's because you rushed into it. And that's because maybe your standards weren't really fully in alignment with your worth, so to speak. So again, in the concept of relationships, this would be the difference between breaking up out of one relationship or breaking through, as I like to say. Literally, that's a big paradigm shift for you guys. Don't just think of breakups as being breakups. Think of breakups as being breakthroughs, where you are together with a partner because you are at a current vibrational frequency, and then you eventually break through into another vibrational frequency, and then you eventually just kind of move into another relationship that's more matching your vibration. Every relationship prepares you for the next one. So again, in this context, what your job is to be able to begin preparing your vibration for the next relationship, and that next relationship will bring itself. You'll go on the cosmic path that will lead you to it when the time is right, and you'll know what you want at that point, and you'll be able to acknowledge it and see it as well. So opposed to just kind of like rushing into something and then finding something that doesn't really fully satisfy you, that basically says, hey, you know what, the solution isn't going to be another relationship that's the exact same. The solution is going to be you working on yourself and then finding a relationship that matches your self-worth as a result of you becoming conscious of your innate self-worth. Because all of us have that self-worth. We just need to be able to, again, surround ourselves with community and people who are also acknowledging it also as well. So very, very powerful and beautiful card here that, again, goes in theme with the previous cards that we have, that I think for all of us, it really just kind of invites us into another level of excitement, knowing that we are like this little turtle on the cosmic waves of the universe, and it is leading us to new locations and new adventures and to new ways to nurture and to serve our soul and to present us with new opportunities. Our job is to be the wise turtle that's kind of trusting the flow, feeling the future, and being able to seize the opportunities as they arrive, while continuing to work on the home that we carry on our back to bring us into the vibrational match for the realities that continue to serve our highest good and excite us into our purpose and continue to allow us to, again, become more of who we are, thus so we can continue to serve others. So affirmation: I trust in the flow of life. I am safe and protected in my soul's sacred journey. So clear out, feel where there may be energetic blockages and stagnation in your life, and make decisions that, again, are going to help you kind of move that energy, not necessarily just remove, but maybe even just move that energy in a way where, again, you're inviting in more of that healthy energy that's really going to help you cultivate new habits, new routines, new perspectives, heal wounded beliefs, and really prepare yourself for being able to readily and be ready to receive those beautiful moments that are still on your path, and again, there for you when you are ready. That's a big thing. Like, that's a little paradigm shift, but it's a big paradigm shift. You receive what you are ready for. Stop focusing on the what if of the future, and instead, this is a very powerful idea, and we'll wrap it up here because I gotta be gentle with my throat. Fall in love with the mystery of the unknown. Like, literally, for those of you who are here, I encourage you to write that out as a mantra right now, to literally like make that shift for yourself. That is such a powerful paradigm shift that can literally change your life. Write out right now, if you resonate with this, something along the lines of, I choose to fall in love with the mystery of the unknown. Something along those lines, like, I am falling in love with the mystery of the unknown. But think about that. The mystery of the unknown is coming from a deep place of understanding that the unknown, the mystery of it, whatever it may be, it's still there for your soul's growth. So again, your job is to work on yourself, and then to know that that next party, that next relationship, that next job, that next opportunity with your name on it is coming your way, and it will come to you sooner rather than later as a result of you working on yourself, opposed to you going out there and changing it. This is like metaphysical dynamics, law of correspondence and everything. You receive what you are ready to receive as a result of the vibration that you continue to embody through working on yourself, compassion, cutting out bullshit, getting real with yourself, and again, focusing on the little things that make the big difference within your reality. So, and becoming a super dope, awesome cosmic space turtle. Woo! So, as you ride the wave between two worlds, may you continue to open your heart to the magic of the unknown and continue to work on yourself and seize opportunities as they arrive. Trust in the process, and yeah, continue to awaken to the best version of who it is that you are already here to be. So, beautiful. Awesome. Trust the flow, even if it means to surrender. You can still surrender to the flow while still have full control of working on yourself. You know what? The how, like, I know kind of what I'm moving towards, and maybe I don't. The how, that's something that the universe will figure out. But what I can do right now is to focus on myself and just continuing to do that. So, beautiful. Universe has your back. Absolutely. Go ahead and leave some affirmations down in the chat just to be able to confirm for your body that you received the message there. So write out an affirmation as a powerful way to basically just say, yes, I was paying attention and the message was embodied. Tells your mind that tells your body that your mind was listening, thus it helps you encode it into your soul. Write out an affirmation based on the lesson and that came through with that reading. So quick affirmation. I continue to trust the cosmic flow of the universe. I will work on myself as I open my heart to the mystery of the unknown and seize opportunities as they arise. That's my little affirmation for you there. So beautiful, team. Awesome. Reading those comments in the chat, write out those affirmations. Starseed, I ride the cosmic waves of the universe and trust the flow of life. Beautiful. I choose to fall in love with the mystery of the unknown. Beautiful. Awesome. Sheena, Jennifer writing that out. Every day I fall in love with the mystery of the unknown. Awesome. Christine writing it out as well. Falling in love with myself by falling in love with the mystery of the unknown. Absolutely. You are the mystery of the unknown. That's a great way of being able to understand it as well. The universe always has and always will have my back. Very, very powerful, Andrea. Thank you for sharing. Starseed, I observe the wonders of the world with curiosity and fall in love with the mystery of the unknown. Beautiful, Starseed. Pinox, I am honoring my truth by holding relationships that match vibrating frequency. I am choosing actions that flow with my divine path and setting in patient flow. Well, cleaning my damn room, right? Beautiful. Awesome. Any other affirmations, go ahead and leave those into the chat, team. As it is, team, I think that's going to be our last reading for tonight, unless somebody is really, really quickly going to be ready to sign up for the Patreon. Because I have to make sure that I'm like keeping an eye on the clock and stuff like that. So I'm working against the clock right now. But if we do have anybody who's ready to sign up for the Patreon, if you are able to do that very quickly or upgrade your Patreon pledge if you're already signed up, go into your manage membership settings, then go ahead and do that. We didn't do the Lightworker Oracle deck tonight, but again, team, thank you so much for joining in. We're currently at 226, working towards our goal of 227 on Patreon, with our bigger goal of reaching 260 by the end of the month. And again, I know that seems like a bit of a jump, but we'll work towards it. We'll do a few more of these readings before the end of the month as well. And again, when you join on the Patreon, do it as an investment for yourself. Do it as a way to be able to say to yourself that, yes, this is something I want to be able to continue to connect further with. I want to be a part of this super dope, awesome team. And I want to be able to level up my skills as a conscious media creator. Or even if you're not interested in leveling up your skills as a conscious media creator, maybe you're just like, hey, I want to be able to connect further with this community and be able to surround myself with other awesome people. So beautiful. Thank you everyone again so much. For those of you who jumped in over from TikTok or Instagram, we're going to be hanging out here just for a little bit longer. Again, I got time for one more quick reading if we have somebody sign up for the Patreon as soon as possible. If there's nobody signed up for the Patreon in about 10 minutes, then we'll conclude the broadcast. So time limit set, 10 minutes for somebody to sign up for the Patreon, and then we'll do one more reading for the team, or if anybody wants to upgrade their Patreon pledge. I'll have to do it as a swift one. It won't be like a 45-minute one, but it'll still be whatever we can make it for the team. And if we can do the Lightworker Oracle deck, I'd love to be able to do that. So again, when you join on the Patreon, within these broadcasts, it's a way for you to be able to help facilitate the next reading. And again, for you to be able to get the additional benefits where you can join as a leading member within our team of conscious media creators. So if you're interested in joining on our Patreon at the $11 level or higher, do it as a way for you to be able to invest in yourself, for you to support the work that I do, the community, and to be able to be a part of a really, really dope, awesome team that's really kicking ass. And thank you again, everyone. If you're tuned into this broadcast, you're already part of the team. And then when you join on the Patreon, you can join as a leading member within our team. And that's where you get additional support to be able to assist you as a conscious media creator. If you're thinking of signing up for the Patreon, even just in the future, go ahead and drop a 555 in the chat. And if anybody is ready to sign up for the Patreon in the next few moments, also let us know. You can literally just be like, yeah, I'm signing up right now, and we'll get ready to move into another reading. However, otherwise, this would have been the last reading for tonight, which is totally fine. And thank you again, everyone, so much, especially for those of you who are passing out and signing off for tonight. So beautiful. Awesome. Thank you again, everyone, so much. This was a really, really, really fun broadcast. This was like the first tarot reading that we've done this month, so it's been a while, and I always enjoy doing these. So thank you guys. Again, we're doing these not just for the tarot readings, but to be able to invite people to the team, to be able to help grow the team, and yeah, to be able to help just continue to inspire each other on our journey as beautiful spiritual beings on this awesome metaphysical hero's journey. So awesome. Beautiful. All right, thank you again, everyone, so much. Again, if you guys are ready to sign up for the Patreon, whether you do it today or later is totally cool. join at the $11 level to join as a leading member. If you guys are interested in my private one-on-one tarot session calls plus other stuff, that will be eventually coming for my Patreon supporters at the higher levels. But if you're interested in that already, make sure you send me a message, a DM on Instagram or Discord or whatever if you're interested in getting my higher tier one-on-one coaching stuff. So awesome. But again, if you're joining at the $11 level, you still get access to my conscious media creation coaching, which is like still like way higher value than just $11, but we keep it affordable and accessible to be able to help support you guys as conscious media creators. So beautiful. Awesome, team. I think we're probably going to wrap this up unless anybody wants to surprise me by joining in on the Patreon really quickly, or if anybody wants to upgrade their Patreon pledge, you guys are welcome to do that. If you're already signed up, do what's comfortable for you. Your support and contributions is appreciated in all formats. And yeah, and again, you can join on the Patreon literally to just be able to, again, get discounts for the item shop. I'll just show you guys the items. I'll just sit here and play with the Light Guardian crystals. So some people would literally just be like, I want that Light Guardian crystal. So if you join on the Patreon, you'll basically make your money back with the discounts you would get if you were to buy this with the discount. So you would save more money than you're signing up for the Patreon with the discount that you would be using. So you could sign up at the $5 level and get this item and save like $15 for signing up for $5. I don't do basic math too well, but I'm pretty sure that's a good deal. I'm just joking. Anyways, team, go ahead and check out our item shop if you want to just be able to explore more there. I'll post a link for that in the chat. And even if you're brand new, you're welcome to connect to our Discord server. That's where you can join in further with the team. We got regular team meditations that we do Monday to Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Kristen is going to be facilitating the reading for Thursday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And let me just pull up the link for the shop. Beautiful. Awesome. Sweet. I'm posting the link for the shop in the chat if anybody's interested in that. All right, team. Last call for any new Patreon signups. Again, if you guys are ready to be able to do that tonight, feel free to do it really, really quickly, and we'll do one more reading for the team. Otherwise, again, it's been a blast. I've had fun hanging out with you guys. And again, you guys can sign up for the Patreon a little bit later when it works for you. Yeah, so this Light Guardian crystal, you're right, it does change colors. And so the color changing aspect of it comes with all of the Light Guardian crystals. So you would get like a solid color and a light color changing aspect of it. So these are rare items. I hand make these, and there's only so many of these. So that's why like this is like, yes, it's great when you order these because it does help support me. I'm not worried too much about making money off these. I'm more interested in just being able to share them with people in the community on the team who really, really resonate, because these are like really, really special. And again, whether they give you super magical powers, I can't say that. The magic is within inside. Think of these as tools and talismans to be able to help assist you on your journey and to be able to remind you of the energy we share as a team. And they're dope as like fidgety spinner things and as like little like meditation tools where you can like hold these while meditating. So it's really, really cool. I've been making them for quite a while. They're called Light Guardian crystals. Again, you can find those on my item shop. Join on the Patreon to be able to get a discount. And yeah, team, we're going to wrap up this broadcast in a couple minutes unless anybody's ready to sign up for the Patreon. If you're thinking of signing up for the Patreon even in the future, drop a 555 in the chat. Links in the bio. And yeah, so for the Light Guardian crystals, I'll just talk about this just a little. There's people asking questions. This one here is a Lumerian Light Guardian crystal. So that means it's a Lumerian quartz crystal. I'm very fortunate to have some very nice Lumerian crystals, which again, I'm using to be able to create into these. So it's a rare item. It's special. It's a very, very powerful quest item. So awesome. Beautiful. And by powerful, I just mean like badass and cool and everything like that. So the real power is inside. Beautiful. Awesome. Wishing everyone a wonderful night. For those of you who are ready to sign off, again, leading members, please feel free to, again, even leave your dream logs into the team chat. If you guys haven't yet, join our Discord. You can find the link through my YouTube. We're just going to wrap things up here. Follow Paradigm Shift Radio on Spotify. Aliza and I guess Aliza, you signed up at the $11 level tonight. Make sure you send me a DM on Instagram or comment in the Discord server in the public chat and just be like, hey, this is Aliza. I joined on the Patreon tonight and involved as a leading member. Either way, we'll make sure that we get you synced up in the next little bit. And yeah, and we got our team podcast tomorrow night, Spiritual Wisdom of Ghosts and Hauntings. That's going to be a good one. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. We're going to wrap up this broadcast just in a couple minutes. Make sure, unless anybody else is ready to join up on the Patreon. And yeah, lots more still coming your way. So again, for those of you who are here, if you guys are interested in being able to have access to me through like private one-on-one tarot coaching and other spiritual coaching, let me know. That will be a higher tier on my Patreon that I'll be kind of tailoring a little bit later, but make sure you let me know ahead of time. But that's going to be like a little bit more of a contribution, but that would give you some like dope one-on-one time as well. And I used to do those a lot more, but again, now I've kind of recently been doing it much more for the leading members. But just having a space for a few of those a month is definitely something that I would have time to be able to do. So if that's something you're interested in, if you're interested in doing like the one-on-one video coaching, tarot reading stuff with me, drop a 222 in the chat. And already, if you're already signed up as a leading member or just a Patreon supporter, you can upgrade to that when it works for you. But that will be a limited space. So definitely let me know if that's something you're interested in. So awesome. Thank you again so much, everyone, for joining in. If you guys haven't yet, click our Discord server, join in there, join in for our team meditation tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am going to officially wrap up this broadcast now. Thank you so much, everyone. Go ahead and join on the Patreon when it works for you. Send me a DM on Instagram if you have any questions. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being a part of the team. Thank you for sharing in this inspiration. Please feel free to share any other comments of gratitude in the chat. Thank you, Eliza. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, all of our Patreon supporters. Thank you, everyone. And yeah, stay tuned for plenty more awesome opportunity for us to be able to grow and connect as a team. Hopefully, I'll see you guys for tomorrow's team podcast, 8 p.m. EST, Spiritual Wisdom of Ghosts and Hauntings. So I love you guys so much. I'll see you in the Discord chat. I thank you. Have an awesome night. Sweet dreams, and clean your goddamn room. I'm just joking. But no, seriously, absolutely. So awesome. All right, for those of you who dropped the 222, make sure you send a DM afterwards and we can talk a little bit more about the private DM coaching and stuff. For everybody else, keep your eye open for more updates. Sign up for the Patreon, upgrade your Patreon. You guys know all that stuff. I love you guys. The light guardian within me sees and honors the light guardian within you. Thank you for being all that you are and doing all that you do. Have an awesome night. Much love, keep it shifty, and welcome to the future. Wolf howl. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Much love. Thanks again.